5.
Neato. That's fun. And here we go.
Just giving the old painting surface a wipe.
That's not the only thing you're going to be giving a wipe today.
Good old Space Marines. And they're nice and dusty because I primed these guys a long time ago. You looking at a 69K subscriber giveaway? Yep. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably get to 69 pretty quick.
I bet in like a month and a week.
Yeah. If current trends are to be are to continue, oh, look at a nice little sprue gate right there. Good old Finecast. Sometimes things are a little easier to spot when they're primed. The almighty Jonk. Hello. Take the Hun sup, Lucky Bat. Ooh. I'm lucky I picked these guys up when I did, though, because I don't think they sell these anymore. They're working their way. Their Games Workshop's working their way, purging all the Finecasts, and I'm pretty sure you can't buy these.
Wow.
And some people might remember I did an unboxing of these models.
Wow, that's a deep dive. I didn't even remember.
Technically, I did an unboxing of both of these because the other one came in Dominion. And by Dominion, I mean Indominus.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not too bad. All I have to do is remember Dominion, Indominus, Chalnath, and Octeris.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
And all the other goddamn boxes.
Right. Aeronautica Imperialis.
That one just rolls right off the tongue. I won't have any trouble remembering that one.
Speaking of rolling off the tongue.
Yeah.
Nice, spicy, bubbly.
G-Force number 45. Good. Finecast was terrible. Yeah. Kick the Bandit. Yo, disliked, and third time my vote failed. Ha! That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep.
I like a good crunchy cookie. Are you a soft cookie or a crunchy cookie?
Middle, in between.
Middle.
Like you take a harder cookie and then you heat it up. That's like literally the best.
I guess it depends. Like if I want chips, if I'm making cookies, I want doughy right out of the oven, melty. But like if I'm buying cookies from like the grocery store, I want them crunchy. I like a nice Chips Ahoy and Oreo.
I think I'm done with the Oreos are a little bit of an exception, but I haven't had Oreos in years though. I'm kind of done with a store-bought cookie.
I think I'm pretty much done with store-bought cookies too, except for maybe Oreos every now and again.
Yeah. Because Oreos are you can't really make an Oreo.
No, yeah,
because whatever that white goo is. Yeah, I don't know what that goo is.
Matt S. The slurping. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So this one I actually worked on a little bit when I was painting the Judiciar. And so I actually have already put on the oils. So I'm going to be doing the same sort of steps today on these two fellas.
There you go.
Mr. Green, finally getting around to painting my Necrons. Cannot wait to finally add something to the EOB completes. Yeah! And I can't wait to get some stuff done for EOB complete. Man, I haven't had something in there since the very first one.
Exactly. Jeez, do you even paint models anymore?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
You know what's hilarious? So yesterday on the Patreon only stream, since I finished those orcs, I was working on some poxwalkers for my Death Guard kill team, and I finished 4, and I thought, you know what? It's 7. It's 7 to make a kill team. I'll just get up early and I'll paint the other 3, and then I'll be ready to rock and roll. And I painted the other 3, and I felt awesome, and then I went on with my day. And then later this evening, I looked at the compendium, and a kill team of poxwalkers is 8. I was just so sure it was 7. Because like 7 is Nurgle's number. Nope. So I gotta paint 1 more.
That's funny. I know. I was talking with Sean, who we're going to be playing Kill Team with tomorrow, and I know. And he told me, I'm going to get an exact quote. He said, "Yes, I'm ready to defeat Jay."
What?
So there you go.
I think he's incorrect. I will be defeating Sean. I think there is a 100% certainty that I will be defeating Sean.
I mean, he's pretty sure he's going to defeat you. He's also won every game of Kill Team 2 so far.
That's true.
Which is 2 games.
But I've won. I'm you know,
1-1.
1 victory, 1 defeat. So.
I've lost 2. I'm really well. Both Amanda and I.
Yeah.
Lost 2.
So I guess
so that's going to be the real match.
So I guess you guys are going to see who's the best of the worst.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. I think I'm going to lose. No, I think one of the big problems that I've had both games is knowing when to engage and when to conceal. I've just been going straight engage, and you can't really do that, or else things die, because things die so quickly.
Yeah.
Now that you really have to be concealed.
Joaquin Costa, I got a Histon today, and I saw my local game store has 3 Stampas. Yikes. Vulcan Histon, the badass Salamanders character. Nathaniel Smith, hey, what's up? Just painting some Tau, and I actually really enjoy painting them. First time doing it too. Neat. Kina Canonas, will EOB put out a painting guide for Sergeant Castus? Who's Sergeant Castus? Sergeant Castus. No idea. But I can say
sure
yes.
we'll know.
It comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, yes, and I only want to watch it. You've lost before, so now you know what not to do. There you go. That's a very positive way to spin that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to win. Although both myself and Amanda both lost, so we both know what not to do.
So you'll just be in a perpetual state of tying.
I know.
Wouldn't it be great? Because like there's
a potential to tie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting.
Cole, why are people disliking the stream? Because it is their duty.
Right.
It is their sitting on the pot duty to dislike the stream.
Yeah, I always just assume most of the views that we get on videos or on streams are people on the toilet.
I hope so. That's what we are trying to do. Yeah,
that's kind of the point of the show. Because that's why we try to keep all the episodes around the same length-ish, 15 to 20-ish minutes. And that's probably how long it takes for most people, at least for us.
Well, I'm usually like a 30-minuter.
So then you get to watch 2 episodes. Well, that's why Models and Memories is kind of perfect for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we put out 3 videos a week, so you have just enough time. Jeffrey Bates, Eons of Bathrooms.
I'm going to try to do this right and put my oil on a piece of cardboard to try to absorb some of that linseed oil. Because that should help my drying times.
Who's Len?
What's up with all this oil?
Jeez. Do you remember in high school when people would go to God, I don't even remember what that pizza place was. That was like right by the school, and they had like 2 for 2. No, in high school.
Oh, in high school.
They go to some place and Rosati's Pizza. and they'd get 2 for Tuesdays, and like Max, remember he would get that every single week, 2 for Tuesdays, and then he would take a napkin and have to sop off all of the oil, and it looked disgusting.
I think you mean delicious. I don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like it was a little much. I've never liked their pizza. I think it's garbage. Anyways. Kinnikonones. Sergeant Castus is the new sergeant who comes with the 3 Necrons if you spend $240 on the website.
I'm pretty darn sure I will not be getting that.
Jeez, are you even a shell anymore?
Yeah. I don't plan to be making some GW purchases that big. Unless I guess the Black Templar box comes out.
It's not. I think you only have you have like 3 more days.
Yeah, so no.
Yeah.
They must not have made that many if it's so high. Because I bet they have some pretty tight analytics for their own website.
Well, I bet it also makes it worth it for them to produce the model.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It's like a real plastic model.
With that much money, you're essentially buying the model as well. I'm gonna buy all the codexes that I shouldn't buy. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, there you go. People act like they're paying $240 for a single model. Do they think the Games Shop is gonna be like, order $240 of stuff and get this model, but we won't ship the stuff you bought? Somebody in Discord made a great meme. It was the Jerry Smith in that episode where they leave Jerry at the Jerry daycare. And so it's the Games Workshop or the 40k fans saying, $200, that's outrageous. I'm not paying that. And then the nice lady alien says, okay, dear, that was always an option.
Yep. Ah, that's funny. Exactly. I guess it's literally perfect if you were already going to spend that much money.
Yeah,
like if you were just getting into, if you were like just getting into the game, or if you were adding, or just starting a new army or something.
Or if you're a high roller.
I do think that, shouldn't they give you an option between Age of Sigmar or 40k?
God, if you're an Age of Sigmar player though, you're in a really great spot because you eBay that sucker, you're gonna get like $100 back.
Ooh,
on your $240 order.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
And you just get that. You don't get the option to buy it. You just get it. So yeah, you're all of a sudden you're getting like, you're getting a third off your order.
Yep.
Danny Bear always found it funny that Americans call the dummy the bathroom, but there's no bath in there. Like, what do you call a room with a bath in it? Sometimes there's a bath in there.
Right.
But yeah, we do call them all bathrooms.
They're all bathrooms, but some of them are half baths. Half baths. And then they don't... a half bath doesn't have a bathtub or a shower.
Who's taking baths these days?
Everything. What'd you say?
When was the last time someone took a bath?
I don't know. I've never taken a bath my whole life. I've heard that people have running water in their house, and that sounds kind of insane.
Not so rage Joe. Or you can make him with a normal assault intercessor and a 3D printed base. Or you can make it with a 3D printed intercessor and a 3D printed base. Or you can make it with a 3D printed intercessor and some Necrons and a base. Gee, Voice Member 45, I just find it weird that they didn't put the model itself for sale. It probably wouldn't have been bought up in a second. Yeah. Oh, then the videos would all be about a Games Workshop charges X for model. Games Workshop wants us to spend so much money on their website to get this dumb model. Like, there's no way they could release a model and have people be happy about it.
No.
We made a thing. Fuck!
Yeah. I mean, maybe you go back in time.
That's true.
Just make the internet not exist.
Weirdly, I feel like if you go back to like 2015, 16, when Games Workshop kind of sucked and they didn't have a YouTube channel and you never knew anything about anything, I feel like people were kind of more into Games Workshop or like more like stoked on Games Workshop.
Yeah, but that's before we realize that they're horrible.
That's true. Things just come out literally randomly. Like literally one day there was nothing, and the next day a bunch of Tyranids dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild over there. I'd assume everyone's shirtless, running around, going crazy. Things just get released. Nobody knows. Jeffrey Bays, we call rooms with toilets and no baths Taco Bell.
Ah.
That also works.
I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, any room is a bathroom if you just...
Yeah. Exactly. I feel like out of all the fast food restaurants, Taco Bell is the one that needs the bathroom the most.
Yeah, for those emergencies.
Yeah.
Those Taco Bell
really,
emergencies.
They should have showers in there just in case it really overflows.
Try it, sir. If GW people made a free model, people would complain that they didn't like the sculpt. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, that happens. They have the free model that you can go in. You go into the store and get it, and people complain about those.
Balmung MP5. Should I use a chaplain in my army? Chaplains are the close combat focused HQ options. So if you like close combats, they're a good choice. They also have... They're kind of like a priest. Like they have some aura abilities that might be good, but I don't really know about that stuff. But yeah, I like them for close combat because I'm a Black Templar and I like close combat.
But Halo's Destiny 117. That place would be more disgusting than a porta potty. Yeah, you talk about with a shower in it.
Remember when we were driving to where were we driving to? Where we saw the McDonald's sign that said we have extra big bathrooms.
Yeah, we were going to Indianapolis. For a theater festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
extra big bathrooms.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Jeez Louise. And we were talking about, like, do they have, like, is it like kind of like a roller coaster where there's the bar and
it comes down,
lock you in,
and a carny comes over and yanks on it to make sure it's down.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Takes a picture of you mid poop that you can buy at the gift shop.
Exactly. Yeah. These are kind of really intellectual streams. I kind of forgot how intellectual these really get.
Really deep. I mean, we're really philosophers.
Yeah.
Trisart, when are you going to kit bash a Chaos Chaplain into a Black Templar? Ooh, that'd be a lot of work, but I might have to, because I really do want to collect just a silly amount of Chaplains. I mean, I already have. But eventually I'm going to run out of normal Chaplains. Joe Dracos, okay, you guys are painting multiple Chaplains. You have to end the stream by quoting a litany from the Imperial Infantryman's uplifting primer. Well, that's a different thing than the Chaplains. The Chaplains believe different stuff. Because the Imperial Guard are taught that the Emperor is a god, but the Space Marines are not.
They believe in Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's all the Space Marine lore that I know.
Gosh, I just do not know how to do oils.
Well, it's good that you're not doing it publicly, or else it'd be really embarrassing. But I mean, this is the best place to try things out.
And some Chaplains that'll never see table time. I mean, I have like 20. How could all 20 see table time? I guess if I bring one, like a different one for every single game.
There you go. Or maybe you do a 20-way.
Oops, only Chaplains.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally, that could be actually kind of cool.
Ball mug MP5. It's the Midwest. We have a lot of extra big people.
uh,
Yeah. I
mhm.
mean, you said it, not me. But
Oh, yeah, some people need that extra little bit extra leg room.
this is true. Even on the John.
You know what though? Has anyone like I remember a lot of the stalls at like schools are like this because the doors open in. But have you ever had it where like you go into the stall and then you have to straddle the toilet to get the door closed because you're in the way?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good.
That's yeah. Yeah. That's not no good. No fun.
I also, why can't they just build complete walls? I understand that if somebody dies in there,
Hmm.
you have to be able to see underneath or whatever.
But you could still have the door have a
Yeah,
gap. And yeah, I've
yeah.
seen some places with
Floor
that.
to ceiling.
It's nice.
Come on, what are we doing here? I don't need I don't need to see somebody like really, somebody really struggling. I can see their
Mhm.
legs moving.
Also, how about an accordion door? That way it's not in
Yeah,
anyone's way.
that's a good idea. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can happen.
Mm-hmm. So Drake goes, "What? Heresy!" That's just how the Space Marines be. Although these chaplains believe that the Emperor is a god because we're there with the Black Templar, and they're unique that way. Michael Spitz, I miss Lucky Bat. Well, Lucky Bat is in chat. Lucky Bat,
This
can we
is
get an
true.
ooh-woo?
Can we get an ooh in chat, please, Lucky Bat?
Yeah.
Also, Michael Spitz, they took out urinal dividers and stall doors at my school. Couldn't relate. Stall doors?
What?
I get the urinal dividers a little, but
Yeah.
the stall doors?
That seems wild.
So you're just pooping out in the open? That doesn't make any sense.
Spaceman, hey, is Games Workshop shipping always really bad? I ordered stuff over 2 weeks ago and haven't heard nothing. Emailed customer service a week ago and no response. Surely this is not normal, right? Yeah, I've been hearing bad things about the customer service. Shipping seems to always be bad. I ordered stuff in like early this year and it took a long ass time. I didn't contact customer service though. But yeah, I mean, I would just start spamming them if you heard nothing.
Or maybe give them a call.
Yeah, there you go.
Something.
and then when they pick up, just say, "Hey, check your email."
Yeah, there you go. Michael Spitz, yeah, if you have to take a shit, you're screwed. That seems insane.
Ashley and Lancelot show. You guys are awesome. You make this veteran happy and wanting to paint my blood angels. Neat. I mean, if you like your blood angels, I mean, you might want to somehow check out Games Workshop's show over on Warhammer TV because it's pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
You also might want to join the Eons of Battle Patreon where you can potentially experience that show without maybe necessarily having to subscribe.
This is also true. Isn't that interesting?
Mm-hmm.
And currently, right now, we have our first ever Patreon exclusive episode right now.
That's true.
Put it up today. It's a community critique. People sent in their models, and we talked about them.
I need to paint something with oils that's not black and white. Because I feel like I put on just a little bit of white, and then the black instantly, like, the black is 10 times stronger than the white. Because it's paint.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that didn't work either, because now it's just, his arm is just white. Maybe I can still futz. Do a little futzing. You know how it is.
Is the EOB Patreon cheaper than Warhammer Plus? I think it is, right? How much is Warhammer Plus? It's $6, right?
$6?
It's $5 for the video part
Boom!
on ours.
Saving a
If you want to see
boatload.
the video. Technically, it's $3. if you just want to subscribe, but you get more stuff if you subscribe for $5. Kino Kinones also, does the EOB Patreon send out a free model when I pay you guys? Nope. Not yet. Maybe one day.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind making some models.
This is true.
They'd be science fiction, because I think fantasy is boring.
Bam.
Not always boring, but usually boring. And like even when it's not boring, like usually the character design is not the thing that's making it awesome.
Yep.
Joe Dracos was going to sell my Tyranids, asking $4,500. People said the models were spectacular and were only worried about shipping. I took them down after 3 hours. They're mine. Nice. It's hard. It's hard to sell models because, like, if you the sure thing is to parcel them out. If you really want to get your investment back, that's the surefire way to do it. And if they're painted and you want to sell them as painted, I feel like you're kind of looking for that sweetheart buyer who's got the cashola and really likes what you did and what colors you picked.
Very true. Ashley and Lancelot show. Also, can I do a shout out for you guys on my channel? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a shout out where you're like, you guys are horrible. You guys should quit.
Lancelot, you might as well just fess up. Really, you're a different kind of guy.
It's an amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
It is just so much fun.
And that is actually the origins of Sir Lancelot, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty wild. Lurch, so what about a podcast with you and Nick?
This is the podcast.
This is the podcast, I would say. I guess it isn't technically because it's not on like Apple Podcast or Spotify or whatever. Mm-hmm. I know, because I thought about it. I'm like, could we just rip the audio? And then that could be... Would anyone listen to it without all of the stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait. Everybody. The Fallen. Poop. That is all.
Oh, wow. That's a very powerful comment right there.
We put out so goddamn much. I mean, I feel like between this and Models and Memories Weekly, I feel like there's a podcast.
Yeah, that is very true. And we, on the new Patreon show where we talk about models, we just talk about models.
Yeah.
For 12 minutes.
Mm-hmm. I also feel like we're not as in tuned to the hobby as like some other folks. Like, I don't know what's going on over at like Chimera Paints and all about all the different companies.
I don't know if that matters though, because I think people maybe want to hear our opinions on what we like.
That's true. So most of the episodes are about Star Wars.
Exactly. And we mostly talk about pooping. And,
mostly pooping. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I know we're going to be doing a little traveling tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. Although it's mostly at night, so I don't know if we'll see any fun things happening.
No. Maybe a murder. That'd be kind of fun.
Yes.
Nice little murder. True. Little homicide. Little homie.
That's my rap name, Little Homie. Bet you that's already a person.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this. Okay, I feel like I'm still getting somewhere with this. It looks different than it did before. Force Member 45. Stripping the paint can be tedious. Yeah, I never strip paint. I'm gonna make it my goal to never strip paint. It's possible down the line I'll do like a video or something, Like, it could be an interesting video. Like, we've done a couple of like videos where we're both working on something. If anyone knows the YouTube channel Linus Tech Tips, which most people probably do, they have a really, really fun show where they have to go and build a PC with like Craigslist parts and stuff. It could be really fun to do something like make the biggest army you can on like a budget of like $140.
Mm-hmm.
And then we both go off and like maybe like we try to eBay something or Craigslist something, steal something, and just try to get the most bang for our buck. And literally be like, all right, the only thing I could find was this one guy selling Tomb Kings at a garage sale, so I'm going to put together a Tomb Kings army. Because it's a good deal.
If somebody had an estate sale and he died, and so I bought Tomb Kings.
Balmung MP5. Before Lancelot, he was just Lance a Little.
There you go. Exactly.
John Griven, holy shit! You're painting something I care about. Ooh. Okay, I'll change. I'll change what we're painting. More Gene Stealer color.
Tau. Oh.
I don't have Tau.
I know.
Or do I? I don't. Or do I?
Yeah.
Jason Customizer 56 just made it. What have I missed? Everything. You missed everything. Just leave a dislike and just listen up.
Yeah, what haven't you missed is the real question. Deviant's Theory. I'm not here for the opinions on wargaming. I watch these videos for the creative photoshops of EOB he throws in sometimes. Yep. Love a good J face.
Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of gray on a spot, and then I'm cleaning my brush, and then I'm going to take a little bit of white, work it into the brissies, little bristle action. And then touch it to the model, a little stippling, clean my brush.
I really narrate that whole thing.
And then blend it. Because I see every day, I see people doing amazing, amazing things with oils. And then I touch them.
Man, that's J face. Is that like an O face? Pretty close.
Duh, spooky mage. Why do y'all have so many dislikes? This seems so chill. Why don't you dislike and find out?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, putting a little gray on the cod piece.
Lurch. You two guys are like the busiest hobbyists on YouTube. The live streams are non-stop.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We definitely put out the most. For sure. I have a spreadsheet of all the miniatures I painted this year, and I'm 5 models away from 400. And so I'd love at the end of the year, it'd be really cool to maybe get like another YouTuber who's painted a lot of models and compare.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, 400. And luckily for my pile of shame, it was mostly new stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Or you're not adding to it. So I guess that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore video. Warhammer, the old world, I know, boring fantasy, but are you guys a little bit excited anyway? Old cast dwarf player here.
Canisters are kind of neat. I don't care at all.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't
Age of Sigmar. I've played Age of Sigmar. It seems super cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess maybe is it just for people that want to play their old armies?
I
'Cause
mean, if
can't
they
you just play
bring
the
back
previous
some of the
edition?
old models, I think I feel like it's hard to believe they'll do that. I could believe maybe they'll bring back some plastics. Like if they bring back the Necro Sphinx, I think that model's badass. And I know Tomb King players, or not Tomb King players, Thousand Sons players love buying those up to be their to be count as's.
Yeah.
Kipper66, the only thing I have left for my Grey Knights army is a Dreadnought missile launcher. It's been sat on my desk for 2 weeks. You got to get that painted up. That's like one of the only 2 good options for Dreadnoughts. Like everyone wants that missile arm, but nobody wants to buy the plain Dreadnought to get it. The Contemptor Dreadnought doesn't come, or not the Contemptor Dreadnought. The Veteran Dreadnoughts, the Relic Dreadnoughts. The cool Dreadnought kit comes with everything you'd want except for the missile launcher arm.
Joaquin Costa, paint more Tau. Crude are awesome.
Ooh, you know what? You might just get your wish. Not with Tau, but that other thing you said.
There's a little call and response burp.
You heard it here first, people.
Wow.
I've been working on a little script action today.
Holy cats. Wait a second, we make videos? I thought we only do live streams.
Yeah, this is a live stream channel. It's a live stream channel that occasionally puts out a video.
Wow. Because I feel like it'd be a lot of work to put out one video. Could you even imagine putting out 3 videos a week and 1 Patreon episode every week? Mm-hmm. That'd be kind of a lot of stuff to do.
And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 hours of live streams?
Mm-hmm. And one of them is a Patreon only, where people get to call in. Wow. Insane.
Keeper66, and neither Dreadnought comes with the multi-meltas. I think the plain Dreadnought kit comes with a multi-melta. Colin Mark, the new war bosses ain't shit compared to Grimgore. Ah, neat. Battle Barn, the old world is going to be fantasy style 30k. Ah, neat. So it'll have a nice gatekeeping community behind it. No, I'm sure some 30k players are awesome.
Alright, go ahead.
Something about historical wargaming has never really appealed to me, and fictional historical wargaming might appeal less.
Wow.
Like, hey, that's not the right mark of armor for this battle that we're pretending to fight. Also, only Space Marines.
Yeah. No thanks.
It's not only Space Marines, it's actually Space Marines and like one other thing.
Kino Kinones, what is the Primaris range missing? Lieutenants. Primaris lieutenants.
Yes, that is but other than that, I mean, that's the easy answer.
Yeah.
Drop pods.
Ah.
Drop pods and maybe a updated Terminator kit. But not a Primaris Terminator kit, just like a updated Terminators. So they look cool. Just take the Terminator model from the Blood Angel show and just make that into the new models. I'd be so happy. They look dope.
Redesign them so they're completely different?
Yeah, preferably not that option.
No, that's too bad.
War Striker 857, dress up as a chaplain for Halloween. It's got skulls and stuff. Yeah! Joe Dracos, it's goal to put a lot of camo netting on my guard, artillery, and infantry. Ooh! Like, how do you imagine you'll pull that off? I guess there might even already be a product, because a lot of people build model kits of, like, tanks and stuff have kit nettings thrown on them. But yeah, that sounds cool. I just don't know how to do it.
Greg's MW, what do you think of Custodes plus Genestealer cult as the supposed leaked next codices?
I mean, if that's as the next codexes, I like Genestealer cult. I was hoping that would be the next Kill Team box, because I'd probably buy that.
I heard Kill Team box.
Yeah, but if not Kill Team box, I mean, I like Genestealer cult. I might play them. I mean, I will play them. So it's nice that they're getting a codex out. I thought Custodes already had a codex out, but I don't know nothing. Cthulhu been wanting to get skulls for my minis because obviously it's Warhammer, so there has to be 50 skulls per model. I mean, the Games Workshop probably makes the best offering with their skulls box. It's a little pricey, but like, you know, I bought resin skulls from like Green Stuff World, and they were pretty pricey too. And the Games Workshop skulls, you get hundreds of nice plastic skulls for whatever they charge, like $30, which is a lot. But it's really nice to be able to glue them down with plastic glue. And I actually found what works really, really well for me in my Black Templar, because I like to have the skulls like nailed down, and so I found sewing pins works really, really, really well as scale stakes. And so that's what I've been doing on all of my Space Marine backpacks, and it looks pretty dope. I might do a video about it on how I make my Space Marines mine.
Here we go. Mr. Green, yeah, I got one of the skull boxes and recasted hundreds of skulls.
Neat.
We would never suggest recasting, though, on this channel. Jesus Christ.
Joaquin Casa, I want the next Custodes, anything to have more Sisters of Silence love. They really could use at least one more box. I mean, it's an army of one unit. 2 if you count the Forge World Transport. Which I don't think you should count, because Forge World's going to go out of business tomorrow.
There you go.
I said that in the last video, and a couple of people were like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
No, they're not. But it feels like they should, right? I mean, they produce a worse product that costs twice as much. You'd think eventually something has to give.
Mm-hmm.
The Spooky Mage, would you consider doing a video about wet blending? I think I'm okay at it, but I would love a little extra reference and a good tutorial. I wish I could make that tutorial, but I don't think I'm any good at wet blending. There's a few like really like obvious tutorials that I'm kind of waiting on my own skills to develop. Like, I'd love to do a non-metallic metal tutorial. I can barely pull that off. Like, I have to get lucky to pull off a good non-metallic metal.
Yeah, so being able to explain it would be difficult.
Mm-hmm. I could explain the theory. And then paint a model badly.
Yep.
That'd be a fun take.
Yeah, there you go. Do it like that.
Flip Nut Dude at 88. I want the termite drill, but scared of quality issues. I mean, you probably get what you want. I would be more afraid of the price issues. Like, just it's a lot of money, but it's kind of a badass miniature.
Colin Mark, God, you're like my friend who learned how to burp on command ever since he started working at Amazon.
Nice.
I like that added information, because you know he's just burping all day to keep himself alive. Just some semblance of joy. Jeez, I can't burp on command though.
I can't either.
Yeah, you have to. The mood has to be right.
Like because I was trying to the other day because I thought it'd be really fun to be able to do that, and I can't. Yeah, but I can feel the muscles, but there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the air in my body to make it work.
Yeah. Did you watch a YouTube video on how to do it?
I didn't. Maybe that's the trick. They've got the secret.
Yeah. Some real. I'm sure it's really good for you to just breathe in air weirdly and just let it be in you.
I mean, YouTube videos taught me how to juggle. Maybe they'll teach me how to burp.
There you go.
TK's 3D Prints. Remember, folks, show us some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We
gosh.
love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. TK, I want a 3D printer now. But, like, just for my own self and my own, like, I was looking at a bunch of people 3D design their own Nerf guns that you can then 3D print with a resin, or not a resin, a plastic printer. Mm. And somebody made these really cool flintlock Nerf guns. I'm like, that's dope. Mm. And holy cow, some of that, because Etsy shows off like people's photos, and somebody printed it using like shiny gunmetal plastic, and then they printed the wood parts with like wood filament, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. And they had their cat in there for scale. It was awesome. So yeah, if I ever have time and money, I think that'll be my hobby.
There you go. So it'll never happen. Cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Oh yeah, I have a list of 1 million hobbies that I'll never get to.
Exactly.
I gotta bank on that lottery.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Lucky Bat. It went away. Lucky Bat. I can burp on command. I'll teach you all when I visit.
Neat.
This is the first time I'm hearing this. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
I had no idea. That's insane. That's one of my favorite things about Lucky Bat is that I've known Lucky Bat for a long time. We've both known Lucky Bat for a long time now, and there's more discoveries every day.
Yep.
And that's one of them.
Mattis, if you can't serve as an example, be a warning.
There you go.
Joe Dracos, although I am going to own a recast Warlord Titan and put it on a huge scenic base swarming with Tyranids, trying in vain to kill it. One day. God, Warlord Titan is such a massive project. Like, literally, like most models, like, when I'm working on stuff, I can really crank stuff out at a pretty crazy, like, speed. But, like, regular, and, like, me before I had a YouTube channel, like, it would take weeks to finish a box of something. For a Warlord Titan, it might be, like, a year-long project. It could easily be a year-long project.
Lucky Bat. Remember when you lost your minds finding out I could thumb shuffle? It still blows my mind. There was a little alcohol involved, which I think helped blow our minds even more. But it's still crazy. So I can't do that.
Moniteur. The trick is to learn how to inhale into your stomach. Oh, I know. Yeah, Moniteur knows.
Yep, that makes sense.
Act like you're swallowing a ball of air. No, I can't. I have to do more research.
Yeah, there you go. Research.
War Striker 857. Lucky Bat animal fact now. I have an animal fact. There's a giant ass spider in this basement with me, and it's so big it's making me nervous. It's like a person. It's like I have a roommate. It's so big. And what's great is so I was sitting at my little table writing, and I would look over at it, and it would always have moved, but never moved when I looked at it.
That's
it would
pretty
just
spooky.
be in a little bit of a different spot. And then one time it was getting pretty close to me, and so I took a napkin and I balled it up and I threw the napkin at him, thinking that might scare him off, and the napkin hit the spider and he didn't move.
Wow. Doesn't even care.
No.
Well, maybe you should let it bite you, and you'd be Spider-Man.
That's true. Yeah, that's yeah.
I'm sure that would work.
I remember I was talking with Lucky Bat, and Lucky Bat said I should name it, and I jokingly said big ass spider, and so Lucky Bat was like Bass it is, and so it's now Bass the Spider.
Bass.
And if you're wondering, well, how do you always know it's the same spider? It's the same spider. It's so unbelievably big. There is not room in this basement for 2 spiders that big.
Colin Mark, it's one of the Gloomspite Get spiders.
Oh my god, yeah, it's the big one. What's the name of the big Gloomspite spider?
Arcana something? I don't know.
The Arcanaut is my thing.
I don't know what it is. It starts with an A though. Arachnod? Arachnude? I don't know.
Arachnude! It's an arachnude. Send arachnudes.
I'm not interested in the spider part of the Gloomspite Gets. I think they're cool. I like the big spider that I don't know the name of, but I'm not sure.
I ignore video. Thank you for answering early. The old world will most likely attract the old guard, but also Warhammer 3 and Total War PC players. Neat. And then I guess like Seraphon and Skaven players will be able to double dip because they made the transition.
Yeah, that's true. Double dip.
It's like how Chaos Demons can be played in Age of Sigmar and 40k and Warhammer Fantasy Battles. So triple dipping.
Triple dip. War Striker 8857. Show us the spider.
I can't. I don't. He's hiding.
Well, if you see him
Hopefully.
again, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you want to know where he is. If you see him again, you should put him on the Pets channel.
That's true. I will. I'll do that. DK Super Prince Jay, are you using oils there? Yes, I'm still trying to learn me some oils. I feel like the easiest way to learn oils would be to not just be limiting myself to black and white, but here we are.
Woo! Yeah, also, TK Studio Prince asked me, Nick, any problems with the printer? Is everything printing good? Yeah, everything's great. Perfect. Hey, I don't have any problems with it. Matt S. At night, spiders get water by drinking from your eyes. Sleep well.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, this is his basement now.
Yeah, that's true.
Champ Styles, that's no spider. It's a Tyranid model turned to life. Matt S. You stop being afraid of spiders when you come back to when you come face to face with a camelback spider. Neat. I'm not super afraid of spiders. But I get it. Like, they're kind of nasty. They're always ready.
Yeah.
They're so ready. Like, daddy longlegs are like gnats. Like, they're just nothing, and they're super dumb, and they'll like land on you because they don't know better.
Yeah.
But Bass, good old big ass spider. He's a wolf spider. He's a person. He's got feelings and thoughts.
Right. He paints models too.
Yeah.
He hates Games Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. There's when I was living in California, there was this. It happened all the time where spiders would, because I would park on the streets because that's how it is there sometimes, and a spider would make its web on my mirror and like side mirror and the door, and it would, when I would start my car and start driving, it would crawl into the mirror for protection from the wind and stuff. And then when I would park at work, it would come back out to its nest and rebuild its nest.
Nice.
And then I would go back home and it would crawl back into the. It was crazy, and a giant spider. One time, one of the spiders got in my car while I was driving, and that was horrific.
Have you ever seen? You can see them sometimes if like you go into the woods. They're unbelievably big spiders. They have like shiny black bodies with orange and yellow spots on them.
I haven't seen
and
those.
Those are incredibly big.
Remember all the spiders by in Milwaukee by the lamps at like school and stuff?
Oh yeah, those are big too. They grow them big over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, every single lamp had like a little colony.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet they get. I mean, I bet they're just eating like kings.
Yeah.
Because the lamps bring the bugs. I hope everyone in chat is also not afraid of spiders.
There's nobody watching the stream anymore, actually. It's kind of weird. Nathaniel Smith, he's hiding in the one place you'll never look. Your pile of shame.
Canonis, has EOB made an official statement about the Mario movie yet? I don't care. I don't like Mario. I played it before, actually. Nick let me play his machine.
Yep.
And it's fun, but
Super Nintendo. Yeah, I think it's one of those things. You got to grow up with it. If you don't grow up with it, you don't care. Just like most things.
Like you're an Italian man just runs.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
Right? That doesn't.
Yeah, because like one of my favorite games has to be Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door on GameCube. I remember coming home from school, playing it for an hour before doing homework, and then I'd do homework, and then I'd play it afterwards. I love that game. And there's reading involved in that game because it's an RPG. But super fun. And what's cool is it's not like Pokemon or other games of that style where you just select your attacks from a menu. You actually have to do things. You select from a menu and then you actually have to do things to make your attacks happen. And you can do things to get more damage or less damage, or things that you do cause different things to happen. But what's adorable about it is you're literally on a stage, and so some things that happen are like stage shenanigans, like a light will fall on you or your opponent or something. Like random events will happen. That's like stage related. It's kind of cute. But I love
Mario will forget his lines. He won't be standing in his light. He missed his mark.
Exactly.
No, Mario, upstage left. Your other upstage left.
Yeah, that game was really fun. I never played it. There's a bunch of them. I've heard that the older one is fun, and then I've heard that every other one's bad. So I don't know. But I think it also depends on when you're a kid.
Zach Rob Does Gaming. Why should we dislike? Because you should.
There you go. Battle Barn. I'm in California and have a rear view mirror spider friend too. That's fun. Ashley and Lancelot show. The spider is making sure he paints and makes videos for the content. Work, little human. There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should hire the spider to edit or something. Have that going. Maybe to paint.
Yeah, I mean, Emil has some staff painters. So maybe it's time for us to get some staff painters.
Yeah, little spider. We'll start with a little spider. We'll see what happens.
I think that's a good step one.
Yeah. Matt Bell, years ago, a good friend of mine had a Goliath bird-eating tarantula. Whenever it shed its carapace, she pinned it to her wall to record its growth. Cool times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Jeez. Good old tarantulas. Would you eat a tarantula if it was cooked?
Yeah. Yeah.
What if it
Oh
was
my gosh!
live?
I put it between two buns. Take a big old bite with some ketchup and mustard.
I feel like ketchup and mustard is cheating though.
Ah, okay. No ketchup and
And
mustard.
I think, yeah.
And a keto-friendly bun.
Yeah.
I bet spiders are high in protein.
I ate that.
Are spiders keto? Does anyone know?
I think they are. There you go.
Colin Mark, I did see an orb weaver spider outside my house the other night. It was one of those spiders with a horned thorax. Ah, neat.
I also have a horned thorax. It's a problem.
Madass, I just jammed my tweezers completely under my fingernail. Oh,
Oh.
oh yeah, that's painful.
Tiki Suitor Prince, I heard tarantula tastes like prawns.
I haven't had a prawn.
Prawns are shrimp.
I've had a shrimp. Does shrimp taste like prawns?
Yes, I think that's the yeah. I think we call them shrimp.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. I'm not sure though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to learn that that's wrong, and my whole life's gonna end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing EOB complete. EOB complete.
Yeah.
EOB complete. Daniel Bear, honk if your thorax is horny.
Yeah.
Honk.
Although I liked honk if your thorax is hiring. I like that one
There you
more. Oh, yeah. Can I get an application? Is there a website? What's the hours like?
Mm.
Can I bring home an ice cream?
I get it.
James Barber Johnson
hamburger?
cleaning up some squig hoppers tonight. Ooh.
Yeah, I have squig hoppers. They're laying down in a box because I don't have the bases done yet.
A quinoa quinones. Both shrimp and prawns are crustaceans, but they're different.
I think they're the same.
Orange duck. I think there should be a Nick cam in the other corner. Absolutely.
Exactly. It'd be a nude cam though, so we'd have to blur it.
God, that'd be really funny. Just a blurred, it's there, but it's pixeled, but it does move a little, and we could totally just film something, and loop it, and then put the filter over it, and then just have it in the corner at all times.
I like it. I know we tried to do we tried to have me so you could see me as well, but our internet's not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Flimbo the dude, Jay, you need more clickbait. Put boobs on the cat and the chaplain in the thumbnail.
There you go.
Good idea.
Madass, I've managed to dig up these push-together Scorpback destroyers. I can build Kroot, but these are kicking my ass. I put those together. They are a little tricky. There's the one where like the shoulder has to pop in behind the head. But I've put together 2 boxes, and if you cut the torso connection point, it's a peg connection point. It's a round hole peg connection point, but if you cut it into a little trench, you can put different bodies on different legs. And that's a nice way of getting a little variety in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then technically all of the arms will fit in all of the sockets if you do a little work. Kino Kinones, Nick should visit Louisiana and argue prawns or shrimp.
I'll do it.
Miniature
Give me a plane ticket and I'll
medium.
go.
Stopped in to say hello. Can't stick around. Sorry. Bye. Leave it as like.
They're probably already gone.
Cameron, have you looked at the kill team suggestions yet? No, but actually I have a tally sheet.
Suggestions?
Yeah, ooh, I could do that on the stream too. I'll go get my sheet.
Brian Rotzog, I'm printing some OP Custodes for Kill Team. Hot damn. Ooh. Anything to get a break from these oils. Yeah, you're high out of your mind right now.
On the Eons of Battle Discord, I asked what's kill teams, because we're going to be doing battle reports soon. What kill teams are people interested in seeing?
I did see this. Mm-hmm.
So how about chat? Chat, what armies for kill team would you be interested in seeing in battle reports? Kipper 66, put a black bar across the chest of the Chaplain. Bait them boobies.
There you go.
Okay, we got one for Tyranids.
I hope it just is one vote for everything.
TK's your brands. Remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel. Smiley face emoji. All right, we got the demons. We've got Kroot. Kroot. Where's Kroot? Sisters. Eldar. There's Eldar. Space Wolves and Death Guard. Well, Space Wolves are just Space Marines. So Space Marines get a point. Death Guard gets a point. Tau, Nids, Grey Knights. Tau, Nids, Grey Knights. Adeptus Mechanicus. Is that on here? Did I forget to put that on here? It looks like I did. Mechanicus. Two for Adeptus Mechanicus. Admech. Tyranids versus Tau. So Tyranids get a point and Tau get a point. Sisters of Silence, so that's one for Custodes. Another one for Sisters. Mm-hmm. Ashley and Lancelot show. Hey, you guys ever tried Warhammer Total War yet? Nope.
Not yet.
Ooh, Admech versus Orc Commandos. So one more for Admech and one for Orc Commandos.
I did hear that. I don't know. I don't know if it's happening with Total War, but I know for Dawn of War, I think that there's a Steam sale on the games.
Oh, neat.
I don't know if that also applies to Total War. Probably not.
Dijon Mustard. What are Dard Elves? Don't try to read what my sheet says. Those are Dark Elves. And I'm gonna say that you're gonna give a point to the Dark Elves.
There you go.
Technically, what's the Games Workshop name for Dark Eldar?
Drukhari.
Interestingly, I'd like to see craft rules, but I don't know if they can use aspect warriors, and that's what makes craft rules interesting, at least to me. I don't think you can take aspect warriors.
Nope.
Witches. I don't think that's I guess that could be Sisters of Silence. Kroot, another one for Kroot. Let's add a mech. Sisters, important to squeeze in before the fancy box comes out. Well, what's nice about these fancy boxes is they're not devaluate or they're not replacing the index armies. They're just adding to it, because the thing that you can take with the sisters in the new box is a different units than you can take in the index armies. All right. Chaos Harlequin's Death Guard.
I saw a comment on the newest models memories where somebody, they must be a Tau player, they mentioned that those guns are unique or something, or some of that stuff is unique.
Neat.
So that's what makes them different, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because that is an interesting, weird thing.
Yeah.
That's just Pathfinders.
Chaos and Nids. Chaos and Nids. Custodies and their 18. Yes, that is 18 wounds. I love Custodies. Does Catchin have killed him? Yep, that would be Imperial Guard. Orcs. Harlequins. Another one for Orcs. Thomas Brandon, what color should squig eyes be? I think yellow? I mean, I guess they could be anything. Yeah. I think I've seen yellow before. Neat. Well, that's interesting. Because I'm basically interested in all kill teams, but if there's stuff that people really want to see and stuff people don't really care about, that is good information to know.
Mm-hmm.
Imperial Guard and Orcs. Orcs. Yeah, and let's do this for like 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go back to painting. So if you guys want to get your thing in there, say it now.
If forever hold your peace.
Yeah, or you can just go on the Discord and vote.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm in the works on some kill teams, and it is very, very neat. New kill team is epic. I'm super happy with new kill team.
But it's not exactly the same game as the old kill team, so it's bad.
It's not. That's true. That is true. Which is great, because when kill team was just existed, I heard nothing but people like making fun of it. Like, people liked the game, but they also loved to be like, yeah, but isn't the scouting phase just complete trash? Mm-hmm. But now that it ended, people are like, oh, it was one of the greatest games they ever made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Ooh, Thousand Suns?
That's like the first person to say Thousand Suns.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Thousand Suns, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a piss.
Ooh, Mechanicus gets another point. Colin Mark. I will say this, I've been in the hobby long enough to know that Vallejo paints may as well be the nectar of the gods. Good quality, low prices, impossible to find. Pretty much. I do like Vallejo paints. Necrons get a point. Boop. Plague Bearers. I guess it's going to be Death Guard. Boop. Harlequins. Boop. Chaos Space Marines. Yes, Chaos Space Marines are an option. Chaos. I think all armies that you can play in 40k are options. I'm pretty sure. Harlequins get another point. Scions. Tempestus Scions are part of the Guard. Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. Harlequins. 2 votes for Scions. Wonder how many Scions can fit in a kill team. I bet it's a lot. I bet it's 10. That would make sense to me, but let's see what it is. Adeptus Mechanicus, Astra Militarum. A Tempestus Scion includes 5 Tempestus Scions. Yeah, so 10. 10 Tempestus Scions is a kill team. Grizz just got here, so don't know what I'm voting for, but I'll say Guard. Pretty soon, Eons of Battle are going to be putting out some kill team battle reports, and so I'm trying to get a sense of what armies people are interested in seeing. Guard, get another point. What are we tallying? I just said it. So not Death Guard, just boring old Plague Bearers. Oh, Plague Bearers are demons. Okay, I'll take a point away from Death Guard and I'll give it to the demons.
There you go.
Emperor's Children? No. They would be just normal Chaos Space Marines. Oh, but another point for the Death Guard. Aim, shoot, vote, Orc. Thousand Suns and Tau. Orcs.
Is there kind of a decisive winner out of this list so far?
I don't know if I want to say. I don't want to skew the results.
There you go.
Let's just say though that there might be.
There you go.
Assassin Arm. No, the Assassin Arm is also not a kill team. I bet some of the littler things like that, like we'll probably get some
Nothing.
Rules in White Dwarf in like a year. Fucking Casa. Can Assassin Aura be a thing? I could probably write some like homebrew rules.
But then you can't play at Warhammer World. So what's the point?
Demons. That's true. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play at Warhammer World for our battle reports.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Gene Stealer cults.
Oh my gosh.
Boop. Gene Stealer cult. I'm tempted to vote Tau just to see Jay play Tau. Joseph Perrine. Squats. No squats. You guys have managed to find every single army that's not an army. Inquisition All Monkeys kill team. The Jokero. Another vote for squats.
Every vote for squats is a vote for Tau. So.
Yep. Blood Angels and Kill Team? Yes, they're just regular Space Marines. Boop. All right, and that helps a lot though. That's a lot more tallies. I'm sure I'll be able to add in more tallies when I go look at the Discord tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, real quick, one more for Jesus Cult. Squads versus Tau.
Zotes.
Zotes.
Yeah, there you go.
Brian Rodsack. Homebrew rules for little tiny 3D printed dicks. I know there's STLs
yeah.
for dick butt.
There you go.
Tristan Lee. Do different Space Marine chapters get different special rules? No. Joaquin Costa. God, why is Vulcan Heatstone on a 28mm? He's spilling over everywhere. Yeah, he comes on a 25. And, yeah, I mean, just because all Space Marines used to come on 25s.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Now, Space Marine characters come on 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're Hellbrecht, you come on a 60.
Good old. Remember Orc Boys on
Oh my
on
gosh.
small bases?
That never worked out.
Nah, little barrel monkeys,
Mm-hmm.
even more than they are now. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough.
Goodness. The blend on the top of this guy's foot that's eventually going to get completely covered by the base just was awesome.
Ah.
Brian Rat's like, you could call him the Adeptus Genitalia.
That's kind of a perfect name.
Cameron, I love how I joined and didn't even get to see the model because I asked about the kill team list. Hunter Marcel. Wait, really? No 6-up feeling the pain from my Iron Hands boys? Nope. Although I played Space Marines last week, and I really, really like how they play. They can really throw their weight around because they have 3 activation a turn instead of the normal 2. And a low model count means you'll be getting to take a lot of advantage of the Overwatch rules. And with Bolter Discipline, you can shoot twice. So in theory, your Space Marines could be shooting up to 3 times a turn.
Damn.
And bolters are good now.
You're gonna destroy Sean.
Yeah, I hope so.
I don't know. For some reason, I still hope Sean wins. Yeah, that'd just be more fun.
Mm-hmm. I know. A lot of people were a little bit salty when the new rules dropped because they saw that you have to take a lot more regular guys. Because in original Kill Team, you would never take regular guys if you didn't have to, because it was much more important to spam heavy weapons and special weapons. But now in new Kill Team, and so I think people were saying like, oh no, I can take a cool sergeant and 4 normal guys. That would be incredibly boring to play in Kill Team 1, so Kill Team 2 must suck. But it doesn't suck in Kill Team 2, because Kill Team 2 has different rules.
What?
Mm-hmm. Robert Maya, painting with oils? Trying to. I think it's working out fine-ish.
Mm-hmm. There's some squig hoppers in EOB complete from 1,000 weeks ago. Are those squig hoppers? It's always fun. This person actually painted them. They painted the grots green, and they painted the cloak purple, which is what I'm thinking about doing.
So they stole your idea.
Yeah, I would say so. Because my Cruel Boys, that's how they are. It'd be kind of fun if that was a thing with my Gloomspite kits as well. Although the black cloaks look really good too. It's hard to decide.
Hunter Marcel, I don't know much about Kill Team 2, but how do you make your guys and list feel unique if you have to take all of the same guys? Well, you don't always have to take all the same guys. A lot of armies have options. Really, armies that have a lot of options still have a lot of options, like Heretic Astartes, Death Guard, Tau. But armies that don't have a lot of options, like Primaris Space Marines, don't have that many options. But, I mean, you could use modeling to make them look different. You can also buy upgrades before the start of the game. You get 10 points of upgrades, or you can buy grenades or purity seals or special power-ups. But yeah, it's more like an elite force of soldiers as opposed to like a Dirty Dozen situation. But I didn't feel like it was that special to have one guy with a plasma, one veteran sergeant, one stern guard sergeant, one intercessor sergeant, one heavy intercessor sergeant, and one reaver sergeant. Like, that didn't feel like it was that bad, any better, really. But But yeah, in terms of play, though, the game is playing wonderfully. And it seems fairly well balanced.
I know. I want to make. I don't know how I would do it. Maybe it's something that magnets to the base or something, where I can keep track of my equipment easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like make little tokens or I don't know, something.
I've seen somebody has been sharing to one of the paint groups on Facebook that they've been 3D printing nameplates for all of their orcs, and so
Adorable.
like the one with the hammer is like the Smasha, and Smasha is written in big gold on the front of the model's base.
Mm-hmm.
The Sniper.
But I might change the equipment.
Mm.
Because what if I don't want to give certain, depending on the game or depending on what we're doing, maybe I don't want to give certain people ropes or whatever, climbing ropes. I
Yeah.
want to give them other things.
I guess then you need like a sideboard with like the names and the equipment.
Yeah, but I want it to be on the model so that I can just look. Yeah, that's the one thing about the kill team in general, in any game, is you want to be able to just look at the model and know what's going on, but then it's a nightmare. Like your wound counter is right next to it, your half-dead account thing is right next to it, your special tokens are next to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a pile of stuff.
Yeah. Hunter Marcel. Well, that's nice to hear that it plays good at least. Yeah, it does play really good. It makes a little bit more sense because you can't do things like Imperial Guard can take 8 plasma guns, even though no plasma guns come in the Imperial Guard box. So, like, yeah, good luck making that.
Mm-hmm.
Now things are actually based on what comes in the boxes. And I wonder if the game is going to be a little bit more balanced because you can't spam the good stuff as much. And, certain armies aren't going to be able to run away with it, like Tau being able to do only drone.
Right. Yeah. Because, like, even some of the orcs are, the commando orcs are good at shooting.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild. Like, they used to be horrible. Like, it was just like 40k. It was absolutely horrendous. Which makes it not fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, it was only... Essentially, if you wanted to do any real damage, you had to get in close combat.
Yeah.
Now you kind of have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. Because you can do a little damage before you get there.
Yeah.
And with the infinite range, and the infinite range is nice.
And it seems like if you do still want that Dirty Dozen feel, where it's a ragtag crew. It's basically if anyone's watching the Star Wars show Bad Batch, where you've got the tough guy, the guy with the knife, the sniper guy, the smart guy. Like if you still want that, you can get one of the like made for kill team gangs. Although I'll say that even those seem fairly balanced, and it seems like you actually have to do a better job playing those armies because you have to get off all of their abilities.
Mm-hmm. I know, because I've been taking advantage of that either. It's hard to pull off exactly everything correctly.
Mm-hmm. Like I know the spotter can give things to guys shooting. The comm specialist can give things to other things.
Yeah, like my orc commando leader can give one person within Pentagon. I think it's Pentagon, or maybe it's Circle. Who knows? Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's Square. It can give a unit one extra action point, and that could be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can do something else.
Yeah, I mean you can shoot, charge, fight all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Brian Rotzak, Custodies are way OP and need to be FAQ'd. Mad S, they're supposed to be. It'll be interesting. I mean, the game is so new, but they're definitely supposed to be. Although I wonder, because Custodies, you're only allowed to bring 2 in a fire team, and then you can bring 4 if you bring 2 fire teams, or you can bring 5 Sisters of Silence. And I wonder if the 5 Sisters of Silence are a little bit too helpful, because the Custodies having limited bodies is a way to balance them, but then being able to bring a bunch of bodies, I wonder if that's a little much.
That is a good point, because I would assume, I was going to say that I'm sure the balance is in you can't bring very many, but if you can bring more, well, there you go.
Because I'm imagining our 4 Custodies are going to probably struggle to capture as many objectives as 13 Croots.
Right. And that's really what matters.
Mm-hmm.
That sweet objective.
Yeah, another big flaw I thought of with Kill Team 1 is even if you were following all the rules and setting yourself up for success, everything came down to a 50-50, they die or they don't die.
Yep.
So even if you're like, ooh, I'm going to need to make sure that I have a nice damage weapon to take down this Chaos Space Marine because it has such a good save. So I'm going to get the Melta into the right position and then I'm going to shoot him right in the face with the Melta and he's going to lose his last wound and, oh, he rolled a 2, so he's fine. Oh, and then he killed me instantly in the next turn.
Well, there you go. Good game.
Yeah, but now if you shoot at something, you're probably going to hurt it either a little or a lot. But it seems like it's pretty rare to whiff.
Yeah.
Pears and Syrup, can you take an all-Grot kill team? If so, when will they start dominating the meta? You can't really. You can, but you wouldn't be taking advantage of everything you can because you can bring 10 boys, but you can replace every 2 boys with Gretchen. You can replace every 1 boy with 2 Gretchen, but your kill team can't have more than 14 bodies in it. So you'd be like giving up 4 you'd be giving up 4 orc bodies to bring.
So you could do mostly Gretchen.
Mostly Gretchen.
I'm sure that will work.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the most competitive play. I know that it could be though with the what are they called? The cards where you like I remember I had those cards where it's like you have to get you get 2 victory points if you get 1 member of your kill team in each corner of the battlefield and stuff. Like, oh my god, that'd be so easy with the Grot kill team because you just have so many.
Yeah, and it'd be real hard with Custodes.
Yep.
Although maybe not if they have the Sisters of Silence too. I almost want to play Custodes just because I hear so much about them. And I mean, it'd be fun to just auto win all the time for a little while.
And then nobody wants to play you and your Custodes. It'd be fun if it auto wins for everybody but you.
Ah.
That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Marceau. Yeah, the 50-50 sucked.
Mm-hmm.
We had that. Many a game have we had that really determined the victory or the I remember there's this one game. I think we've only had one game that was really like this where nothing got saved, and I think I decimated you.
Yeah, like early game.
Early game, just everything died because you just happened to lose the 50-50.
Yeah.
Usually that didn't happen. For some reason, our games we would often only have flesh wounds on everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally we'd be starting to run out of flesh wound tokens because they were all on the board.
Yeah. But this game's better.
Yeah. I mean, the flesh wound system was just a way to port big 40k into Kill Team.
Right.
Because, like, well, we can't have things die so easy.
Mm-hmm.
But now they've just made they've made another game that has different rules and this stuff. And
yeah, but it's called the same name and it's different, so it's bad.
That's true.
Jeez.
It would be really funny it'd be really funny though if they actually kind of tried to not have it be Kill Team and was like, this is actually 40k Strike Team and it's totally not Kill Team, and anyone who says it's Kill Team, it's not. It's a different game.
It's called Strike Members.
And you know what would be really funny? Then everyone would call it Kill Team too.
Yeah.
They're trying to pull the wool over our eyes that this game is not Kill Team.
Imagine all the YouTube videos. Hashtag Games Workshop ad.
Menace, I have 1 box of Custodian Guard. Well, then you have a Custodes Kill Team if you build 4.
There you go. Pears and Syrup, do you think that they will be adding elites to Kill Team? If so, will Bullygrin become new Custodes?
I hope not.
I bet they don't.
I bet they don't. I hope they don't. Man, would it really look bad if they do? Because that's how first Kill Team worked. Is Kill Team came out, and then a few months after that, Commanders came out, and then a few months after that, Elites come out. So it would. I feel like it would really be stinky if new Kill Team comes out, and then a few months down the line, Commanders comes out, and then a few months down the line, Elites comes out.
I bet it won't because just based on they released the schedule.
Yeah.
So I bet they just keep doing that for another year at least.
Sorry, they are wardens. Is it 2 different boxes? I thought the one box builds all the different types of custodies. True, called 69. Just buttoned up 5 Battle Sisters and a Canoness, and I've been dragging ass on. Do I start some Repentia or play Diablo 2 while shoveling French fries into my face hole?
That's a hard one.
It is hard.
I know which one I would pick. I've heard Diablo 2 is really, really fun. Is this the remastered? Because I think they remastered it. I played Diablo 3 and it was okay. It was pretty fun. Lucky Bats, our new game, Team Kill. Very different.
Yeah. Not to be confused with silly old Kill Team. I also think the new system is going to make it a little bit easier to take advantage of a command roster than old Kill Team, because old Kill Team, it was like I have a command roster, but really that just means I have the Melta and the Flamer I could swap out the Plasma Gun for. Whereas new Kill, like with Space Marines really seem like they have the most benefit of the command roster, because my command roster is going to be 4 Heavy Intercessors, 5 Assault Intercessors, 6 Tactical Marines, and 4 not Intercessors, not Reavers, not the Eradicators, but
Suppressors.
Not Suppressors either, not Infiltrators, Incursors, 5 Incursors, and then I can really tailor what models I bring to my opponent.
Who's Taylor?
And why do they play Kill Team?
Yeah.
Ice the Bix. Hey, EonsOfBattle, big fan of the channel. You got great content and always enjoying your videos. Nice.
Neato.
And speaking of Kill Team, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back.
Holy cat. Truth Cult 69. Yeah, the remaster is very cool. It reminds me of my time in undergrad playing Diablo 2. I know I played Diablo 3 with some friends of mine. I remember we would play, and then we would get barely good weapons, and then they had that feature where you could sell your weapons on the store, and it was like weird microtransaction things, so you could just buy better weapons. And we would try to sell our mediocre weapons, and nobody would buy them. Yeah, and I remember like a year later they got rid of that store because it's dumb. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I remember everybody was so excited about it and stuff, but it wasn't really that fun. But it kind of came out at the right time because we were getting tired of playing StarCraft. Kino Kinodes, help! I have tripped, and now all my orcs have turned into bits. Damn. Well, there you go. I've had that happen. Truth Cold 69. The real money auction house was a trash pit. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It did not make any sense. Good riddance. But, yeah. Is that That new Deathcopter blade is fiddly as a bitch. Truth Cult 69. Oh, my girlfriend said out of nowhere, "Do you want to paint an orc army with me? Tell me what to buy before she changes her mind." Well, Aquino Canones has got you covered. Orc Patrol Box ×2. I agree. That's a good idea. Gretchen are always fun. I would get a bunch of Gretchen. Truth Cult 69. Don't say engagement ring. You can make a green stuff ring. Canones. A engagement ring would be cheaper than Warhammer. That is true. Yeah. You don't tell her how much Warhammer costs. Does she know how much Warhammer costs?
I know too well how much Warhammer costs.
Yep. Miami Jules, LOL, don't tell him anything. I can't believe we just saw Jay come back from the dead live.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait for the end of the stream, and then I'm going to go right to bed, and I'm going to get up real early, and I'm going to have my wheat thin so that I can beat Sean.
Damn, I feel like there's gonna be like a whole little Rocky montage of you getting ready to beat Sean.
Dun, 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 and then I just get tabled.
Truth Cult 69. She does know, but she picked a more expensive hobby, roller skating, over the pandemic, and she's the one who makes the big bucks. That's the way to do it.
Is roller skating more expensive?
I could imagine.
Your skates, your skates might be pricey, and then I guess paying the door fee.
But outfits? That's
outfits?
what I'm thinking. For me, if I was to do roller skating. I know I went this was when I was living in California. I went with somebody to go because they had a friend that was really into roller skating, and that friend was going to be visiting, and so we went to a roller skating shop in Long Beach. I remember everything was really expensive, like wheels, different like patches, all these different things to add.
I went roller skating once, and I think it was like $20.
Yeah,
but I just got I was wearing jeans, and I got some loaner skates. Yeah.
But I bet, just like everything, I bet there's a deep dive.
Yeah. God, I remember my hero, somebody who worked there came out in the rink, and they were this big fat guy, but they could really move. They could do the thing where they kind of dance on the skates while moving forward. It was amazing.
Damn. I like that.
Imagine being a ski team and going to the Alps for 4 months. Yeah, I think Warhammer isn't more expensive.
Yeah.
TK Center friends, will we make 100 thumbs down by the end of the stream? Yes, we will. Everybody, if you haven't already disliked the video, go dislike the video.
Bleh. Bleh. There you go. Three gross burps.
Mm-hmm.
There you have
Three
it.
gross burps. Three gross burps. See how they burp.
Everybody threw up in their mouth.
Yes, three gross burps.
Truth Called 69. She got a pair of custom skate boots made by a guy who makes ice skating boots for Olympians. So I can probably put together 3 to 4 2,000 point armies before I catch up. Jeez Louise.
P's and B's.
Exactly. Truth Called 69. She does that dance skating stuff. It's super impressive. It's a great way to get her out of the house once or twice a week so you can catch up on work or paint. There you go. Well, that's neat. Stuff like that's pretty cool.
Jay, can you paint the chaplain's face blue if the dislikes hit 100? No, but I'll paint it blue if they hit 1,000.
They've already hit 102. Although they were at 88. That's so a lot of people hit dislike real quick.
All right. Well, I got the oils on there, and the oils will be dry in about 14 hours. So
are you gonna paint one Poxwalker to finish your team?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I already have the palette right here with all the paint on it.
Yeah.
Boom. Nice. All my paints are very waterlogged.
John Albers. My wife bails every time there's a gross burp when I am watching the stream. Oops.
Oh no! So she doesn't watch it at all.
Well, I like to think that's the strategy, though. You know, you throw that up on the screen. There's a gross burp, and she leaves immediately. Then you just got alone time.
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta grab the new model.
Mammy Jules, mine makes the big bucks too. Woman makes more money than God.
I think my Death Guard army is definitely my best painted anything. I mean, look at these suckers. This is gonna look schmexy on the table. I think I can totally get one done in an hour because in 2 hours I painted 4.
Yeah, there you go. So, so you're gonna play Space Marines on our game tomorrow?
Yeah, the same thing I played last week.
Neat.
Assault Intercessors. Oh no, that guy's wife left.
No, she was already gone.
Yeah. Call me Solo. Do you guys get into any TCGS or just MWGS? Yes. What even could that possibly be?
I'm gonna guess it's is it the God, what's it called? Like a tournament, like a game tournament?
Maybe, but then what's MWGS that we're just doing? Medium winter
Midwest game system. Yeah, we're dumb. I'm sure it's obvious. Oh, here we go. Yep. Call me Solo. Trading card games and mini war games.
Ah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like.
Has anybody else attended the KCACTF?
Yeah, I bet you guys haven't. We have. Yeah, that's something that you guys don't know that we know.
Yeah.
Losers.
Boop boop. All right, don't use that brush because it's all oily. Actually, I painted all of these guys with this brush, which is an old crappy Walmart brush.
Ah, there you go.
False call, Rick. KFC what?
I hadn't had KFC in a long time.
You know what? I got KFC not that long ago, and it was pretty epic.
I always think, because like Popeyes and KFC are similar. I feel like Popeyes is better though.
I don't know if I've ever had Popeyes.
Well, maybe one day.
I wish upon a star.
I know she left again.
False
I love it.
cult, Rick. Popeyes is superior.
Yep. I remember when their like chicken sandwich came out, and everyone was like freaking out about it. And I know somebody that I worked with, he would go to Popeyes every single day to try to get the sandwich, but the line was too long, so he never got it.
Damn. Wait, that doesn't even make sense. He would go every day but not get his food?
Well, he would go. He would see the line and then not go.
Oh,
Then he'd go.
okay.
There was places next to it that he could go to, but he was pissed every single day. Because what we told, we said that because it became a giant joke, and so we said that okay, so if you get in line and you're able to get it, then you have to get us all the sandwiches. And he's like, okay, I will do that, but it never happened. And
Nice.
Then the whole shut down. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Can you notice? The rumor is the new Horus Heresy will turn into the themed boxes like Vulcan versus the Beast or Siege of Terra. I am so down. I mean, wasn't that how the old boxes were? Like the Burning of Prospero and... Oh, there was the Burning of Prospero and there was the other box. Betrayal at Calth. So yeah, it just seems like that's how they do 30k boxes. Player tips. These don't look like chaplains at all. I was lied to. I'm leaving a like. Oh no!
Damn. They're drying. Just put them in the dryer.
That's true. I painted some Space Marines with oils, and then I put them out in the sun to try to dry them faster, and they cracked a little bit. Although I think that's more to the... I put on a... I used testers... Or not testers. What are the testers?
Tamiya?
Tamiya. I used Tamiya Basic Putty, which is solvent-based, and so I think it hardens the outer layer of the plastic. And then when I put them in the sun, they expanded a little and they cracked.
Hot damn.
No, hot crack. It cracked because it was hot.
I get it. Good old crack.
Mm-hmm. Is that all the colors? Green, blue, reddish, yellow, gray. Green, pink. Yeah, that's it.
And are you still using the Imperial Hobby paints?
Yes! Although I do supplement in white. Because the white that comes in it is like a wash. Yeah, Imperial Hobby Paints. It's a little indie paint company. And their silver is bananas.
Like it's made out of bananas?
Yes!
Wow.
Player, I have a Primaris Lieutenant with cracked black primer, and I am simply too damn lazy to strip it and repaint it. Wow. Cracked black primer. That must mean that there was some sort of a barrier happening between the paint layer and the plastic and the model. Yeah, I really dig painting these Poxwalkers because I get to go a little crazy with it. Like, look at this. Green onto the blue, just squishing it around. Throw in a little red, not even cleaning my brush.
What the hell? Jeez Louise. We're just watching a man work over here.
Yeah. Ooh, I played another day of my my new video game Dark Woods, or no, Dark Wood, not plural. And oh, I had like I think one of my favorite video game moments. Like you have moments that you just remember from video games.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And I was so the days in the game last 20 minutes, and then you have to hide in your house and barricade yourself in at night, and the nights last 7 minutes. And I thought I was a big brain because you can push furniture around, and so I barricaded the doors and the windows, but there was another door leading into the rest of the house, and so I dragged some furniture in front of the door, and I'm like, ha, let's see the NPCs move the furniture. And what's great is you only can see in a beam, like that you know.
Yeah.
And so I see, but you can still kind of tell what's going on in the world, but you just can't see what's happening. And so the cabinet moved out of the way, and something came into the room, and I'm like, oh, it was spooky. But then at that point, I just turned away from the door, and I just sat there and didn't move in the hopes that it wouldn't find me. Oh, it was epic.
And you died.
I did not die, actually. Oh. Although I did cheat a little. I watched a couple of YouTube videos about how to play the game because I was really bad at it. So I kind of get the gist now.
How dare you cheat?
Mm-hmm.
Next, you're going to say you look at the Terraria wiki. or you watch YouTube videos about Factorio.
Yeah. I feel like Factorio is really good about...
it's pretty good.
Although trains.
Yeah, trains
are not.
Difficult. Some of the fluid handling is stuff.
Yeah,
this stuff is hard. Yeah. That's kind of one of the things I kind of don't like about like Minecraft is you have to look at the wiki when you start because you have no idea what to do, or somebody has to show you.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like games like that, it's just a little annoying. And obviously Terraria is almost worse than Minecraft in that regard because there's just so much extra stuff.
Yeah, there is.
But you could theoretically probably, well, with Terraria you pick from a menu.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little easier to know what you're crafting.
Yeah.
But it's hard to know where to go and what to do.
Yeah, it also with Terraria, it's not as important knowing everything. Like if you find a weapon, it'll be pretty self-evident if it's better or worse than what you already have.
Right. It tells you.
It tells you the stats.
Mm-hmm.
So really, the wiki is just to know, like, okay, there does exist in the game a shotgun that I want, and it is likely to spawn in this area.
It's true. But would you have known? Because what is it? To spawn the different like monsters and stuff.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you can't. There's no way.
Yeah, there's quite the operations of things that you have to do. Although you probably get more bang for your buck if you have to figure it out. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Darkwood, really good. Really scary. Especially, like, you turn the volume up just a little bit too high.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you think I would like it?
I don't know. Do you like scary things?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it?
It doesn't ever really affect me, though.
Ah, okay, interesting.
Oh, it's spooky. But
I mean, during the day, you wander around and look for supplies, and then at night, you huddle in your bunker. And then...
I mean, that sounds like all the games that I like.
Yeah, and then after a little while, and after you've built up enough resources, you can kind of wander your way to the next bunker. And they get progressively harder.
Great. Well, I can't wait until Apple doesn't allow you to play that game. It's coming. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's a top down. Yeah, I'm really digging it. There was a great thing that happened the other day. There was a knock at the door at night. But I had been a little bit spoiled so I went and I answered the door, and there was nothing out there, but there was a note on the ground inviting me to a wedding. And then and then the next day, in my scavenging, I wandered into a weird barn, and scary music started playing, and this was the wedding. And then there's just this woman like in a wedding dress spinning in the middle of the room. Just no explanation whatsoever.
Yep.
And I was, you only get a little beam of what you can see, and so I'm looking at her, and then every now and then I will do like a spin just to make sure nothing's coming up behind me, and then one of the spins she vanished.
Ah.
And I was like, oh, this is so scary. What's gonna happen?
Yeah. The things that scare me or bother me like the most is like God, what movie were we watching where the lady was biting down in the apple?
Ah,
and then
Oculus.
Yeah, and then the apple turned into a light bulb, and she bit down into a light. That stuff like that bothers me.
Yeah.
That's stuff of that because I just imagine that I can picture that happening to me. That's horrific.
GeForce Member 55. Eastern European horror games are great. Yeah. There's also like 2 traders in the game, and one of them kind of gives you a better deal, but he has worse stuff, and then the other guy is kind of a dick, but he's got the really good stuff.
It sounds neat.
I'm on day 3.
Remember when we got an email to review a game on our YouTube channel? That was
it even a review? I thought it was just talk about it.
Yeah, it was just talk about it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of fun.
TK3 Prince, remember, folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
It's almost like they just sent that email out to tons of people without knowing what they do. That happens, though, every once in a while.
Yeah.
We also get, sometimes we get emails about selling wallets or shaving stuff or toothbrushes. Remember, I don't know if you saw the toothbrush one. There's a toothbrush one.
I don't know. I did see the toothbrush
It's
one.
like specialized, made in China toothbrushes.
As opposed to the not specialized made in China toothbrushes.
Yes. I don't know, but it like trimmed your balls or something. I don't know. It did other things too.
Well, that'd really save some time.
Yeah.
In the morning you do your little ball trim, and then as you're brushing your teeth. It's a really long product.
Yeah. Jeez. I guess it's one of those things. Yeah, because you could do both at once. Like as you move the toothbrush, you also do the trimmage. Yeah. Nick free. I'm Nick.
Yeah, it contains absolutely no nick.
Yeah. Nick is not also there. Marlon Wolf, interesting chaplain model.
Yeah.
You're clickbaiting people.
I am.
Jeez, do you feel horrible?
I do.
Jeez, you're destroying YouTube and the hobby. I've been saying that for years, though.
Yeah.
I'm in control of all the EonsOfBattle hate channels.
Like that in Darkwoods, that door opening and not being able to see what came through the door was one of those moments that I think I'll always have of a video game moment. And then the other one was Fallout New Vegas, where I was stuck and this guy was throwing a grenade at me, but I went into VATS, which is like their aiming system, and I saw that I had like a 5% chance of hitting the grenade. And so I chose that, and then my bullet went and hit the grenade and blew him up. And I was like, I am a god.
One of my favorite video game moments was I was playing StarCraft with 2 friends. We were doing a 4v4 online multiplayer match. And what's fun about StarCraft is if the games start getting really, really long, everybody starts losing resources just because it's limited. And what happened was I got destroyed. Our friend Sean got destroyed. Our other friend Brian got destroyed. But our friend Fox was hanging on. But he was about to get destroyed, and we killed. I think we killed the other 3 members too. So it was basically just a 1v1. And Fox was playing Terran, and he flew all of his buildings away to all the different corners of the map. And then the craziest thing happened, because the enemy team that was still alive, he had like Valkyries or some sort of flying unit, and he was flying around the map trying to find it because he knew that there was building somewhere, and he flew around it was flying around the map, but he didn't hit the exact corners, so he never saw the building.
Awesome.
But we saw him fly by them. It was so spooky. And then Fox landed all of his buildings down, started building stuff, and then went and destroyed him. It was like a 2-hour game. It was wild. We were screaming over Skype. We were supposed to be in bed. It was wild. Yeah, that was a fun game.
Pivot Master, opinions on the McFarlane Fig? Alright. I'm going to be paying him up soon.
You have one.
Tonk Man, am I late? Nope. No, you're pretty late.
I mean, no. Hey, we have another hour. Technically, 53 minutes.
False Cult Rick, Alien Isolation, big epic game of hide and seek with a xenomorph, most stressful game I've ever played.
Pre-owned car. Why does the Poxwalker look like a Chad?
Oh yeah, he's a Chad Walker. I don't know if there's been another horror game I've enjoyed. I haven't played that many games though.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like Fallout, or not Fallout, Five Nights at Freddy's and Slender the Eight Pages like don't even count.
No.
They're like 25 megabyte games.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of a game called SCP Containment Breach, which is a kind of a scary game, but I kept losing really fast, and I just got frustrated with it. And that was like an indie developed homemade game, and so it was just kind of a slog to play the game. But yeah. But this game is like a real game that was made by someone who's good at making games. And it's good.
I know I want to play Factorio. But I know if I start playing it, then I'll just stop because it'll get hard at some point. That's what happens. I do think though, multiplayer could be fun, but I think it becomes way too easy.
One person's working on keeping the base safe, one person's working on getting nuclear.
Oh yeah. Like, and imagine if you had 2 more people. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
It's the easiest game in the whole world.
Although don't all games become more fun with more people?
They do. And it could be fun to just see the ending. Yeah, even though I do know what the ending is, and I've seen it online. But it would be fun to actually accomplish it.
Yeah, I mean, 2-player Minecraft actually makes Minecraft fun.
It it does. Jeez, I played so much single-player Minecraft for so long. It was wild. And then I remember I was the hero because I had an extra PC laying around, and I started a Minecraft server on it. And it was a 24-hour server. It was just always on. And so anyone could join at any time. And so we always, like, we'd get home from school and we'd be on it and stuff, or we'd be on it on the weekends. And that was always really fun. We didn't use Skype at that time. We would chat through Minecraft.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was wild.
Some Giga Chads over here.
I know. Well, because it was like random people. Like these weren't even really friends. These were like acquaintances almost. Like it was like people like, oh, I heard you have a Minecraft server. Can I join? Like, yeah. People would send me Facebook messages. asking to join and stuff. It was wild. I almost felt like I had a couple of friends. It was weird.
It's like, yeah, password 6969. Come on in.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a free stack of dirt on me.
Yeah. And I remember, yeah, we had some goals in mind. I have like almost every single map that we made, or every single file that we've ever made. Yep. Because it was all saved to a Dropbox, so it just all exists. Hey, Juice, thoughts on Terraria? It's great.
Perfect game. Terraria is the best game ever made.
Terraria it's interesting because it's fun by yourself and with people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love Terraria. Because it's collecting, it's building, good combat.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that.
Like Minecraft's combat system is a joke.
Yeah.
Terraria's combat system, I mean, against like the bosses, it's almost like a bullet hell, like a side scroller bullet hell game.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I know. I always remember you, me, and Amanda. Balls deep in the crim.
Balls deep in the crim. I remember one time there's this really dangerous place called the Dungeon Underground. And I remember we were all going to explore it together, but you and Amanda died. And so I am just sprinting back and forth, dodging enemies and fighting stuff. And then you guys are sprinting across the entire map to get back to the dungeon, and you keep dying.
Yeah. It's far away, and they do that on purpose. They want it to be really hard. Digging elevators. That's always one of my favorites. One of my favorite things to do is to dig a elevator, and then you have to, because you always hit water and you always hit lava and stuff, and you have to like move all that stuff around. Or
just an enemy you can't deal with.
Yeah,
and what's great is like it has a really great early game, late game, because you start out and you were worthless. Like this enemy called a slime. Like every single slime that walks up to you is a problem. And then by the end of the game, you can fly. You deal hundreds of damage per hit. You can call down crazy attacks from the sky. You can be riding a mount. Like you become a god.
What I kind of like is you start really weak, then you get incredibly strong, and then once you beat the wall of flesh, it all resets back to you being the worst.
But you still have all the same stuff.
You have all the same stuff.
Everything else is way better than you now.
Yeah, and that's pretty interesting. And then you have to, and then eventually you get back to that point.
Yeah.
But man.
And I mean, just in terms of exploration, I don't know if any game does it better.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah.
Oh my god! And then one thing that I wanted, I've enjoyed this other exploration game called Don't Starve, but the one thing that is literally makes Terraria better than Don't Starve, because Don't Starve is a really, really fun game. Auto load items to nearby chest is the greatest thing in the entire world.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, like, I build these chest houses, because there's thousands of items in the game, and, you go exploring and you fill up your gigantic inventory, and then you hop over to your chest house, you click one button, and everything auto-loads to the nearby chest. And it filters it for you, and it'll organize it for you. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know if they changed it. I know in Minecraft it was like the same thing where it was just you had to do all the organizing yourself. And then I know that there was mods that you could get that would help you do the organizing.
Yeah.
I always liked the mods because it made the game fun.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, like, what's even in Minecraft? And I love I've played tons and tons and tons of Minecraft, but no more ever again.
Yeah. God, what was there was that mod pack. It was like a bunch of mods all put together. It had pipes, it had machines in it, all that stuff. And we played it, and I built Mom's old-fashioned computer factory, and I had these machines that would mine for me, and then convert those things into the raw materials to build computers, because you could build computers in that mod,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would pretend to sell them, because it gave me something to do.
And I remember that mod also had like the alchemy table that could convert items into their value of other items.
Right.
And like a friend of ours was playing on the same server, and he decided it'd be funny to throw in all of the diamonds and have it convert to dirt.
Yep.
And it literally made dozens of chests full of dirt.
Yep. And you had to, yeah. And you had to put them all in your inventory.
Yep.
Yeah. One by one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. Not so average Joe, you guys more hyped for Elden Ring or Silk Song?
I don't know what those
I don't know
are.
what they are. I don't know what they are.
Terraria is the Dark Souls of Minecraft. Nice.
Yes! Andrew Day sounds like Technic. That's what it was. It was Technic.
Ticket.
And I remember
Ticket.
they had an old Tekkit. They had old Tekkit, and then they had newer Tekkit, and I like the old Tekkit better because the alchemy stuff they changed the alchemy stuff in newer Tekkit, and it was dumb. And so then you're playing on like Minecraft like 1.5 or like 1.2.5 or whatever, so there's like nothing in the game. But I like that. I like Tekkit. Good old alchemy.
Hajoose! FTB now! Full table battle. Fast Tekkit bingo.
Bucket.
Tonkman, Mia, Ranger Main, and Terraria, the Tingo Scrap. I think in my last playthrough of Terraria, which I didn't finish, I decided that I was only going to allow myself to use gun-type weapons.
Oh.
And so literally I had... So I made sure to spawn into a world that had the blue, the corruption, because if you beat the corruption boss, you get muskets. And so I gave myself the out where I could I had to beat it with the wooden sword.
Yeah.
Or no, I had to beat it with I could have like there's like a throwing weapon that's a gunish. And I had to start the game by beating the boss.
Yeah.
So that I could have the first terrible gun.
Right.
But it was super fun.
I was always a big fan of the yo-yo.
Oh, the yo-yo.
The yo-yo's really good, and I liked there was the traveling guy that'd be underground.
Mm-hmm.
And you could get special counterweights and stuff from him. And I remember finding him and screaming because I needed him.
Yeah, and he only appears like on certain nights, and he only has certain things available on certain nights.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so next stream we're gonna be playing only Terraria.
Oh God, I wish. I loved that. There was the bow and arrow. I think it was called the Dauntless. And it didn't shoot arrows from the bow. It called them down from the sky in a crazy hail of arrows. And then you can craft different types of arrows. And so I would craft the bouncy arrows. And all of a sudden, the entire screen would be completely covered in bouncy arrows. And it was amazing. Yeah, Terraria is the greatest game.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Terraria stream.
Yeah.
Perfect. One day we should just have a video game as the an option on the Patreon stream. Like it's 2 models and a video game.
Oh God, everyone would pick the video game just to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Kino Kinonas, Elder Ring is the next game made by the guys who made Dark Souls. It looks epic. Watch the trailer ASAP. I never played Dark Souls. Also, Elden Ring sounds like Dark Souls. Like, it sounds kind of like the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm. What would be really fun is if we both had Dawn of War, and we play Dawn of War against each other.
Yeah.
But then if we got someone that we know to read the chat to us.
Ah, that would, yeah, then that would even be on topic.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. Because that's always for me. That's always the worry about the games. It's hard to pay attention to the chat then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That could be pretty fun.
Maybe a new goal, a new Patreon goal or something. Help us play video games, because otherwise we don't get to.
Akino Kino's first bat rep should be a Dark Souls stream.
Yeah.
Hajus, just grab a Warhammer mod for Terraria. It's still Warhammer, right? Do they have Warhammer mods? That's pretty cool. Like, can you dress up as a Space Marine? I always like that you can. It's always fun because you can customize your character at the beginning, and you can kind of customize it, depending on what armor and other things that you want.
Yeah.
You can kind of customize it.
You can super customize.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even dye your armor and clothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's fun? Remember that Nerf guy I was showing you?
Yeah.
I was watching another one of his videos, and he brought up, like, this Nerf gun's kind of cool because it kind of looks like a bolter.
Oh.
And I'm like, hey, look, this guy knows.
Wow.
Yeah, this thing's going mainstream.
That's pretty fun.
Which means that it's going to get ruined, right?
Yeah, well, it already is.
That's true. Yeah, there's nothing... Yeah, it's lost the grimdark. It's lost the coolness. I mean, now it's just, it's just a game where you play with models and rules.
Yuck. Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's even for nerds.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I'll say the truth. I think it's for nerds.
Tonk, man. I downloaded a bolt gun mod. Sweet. Roganus D51. Have you ever used a rubber-tipped brush? I picked some up to test out, but not sure how well they work out. I've used silicone brushes, which is a type of rubber. I use them for green stuff sculpting. I don't know what they would be useful for painting.
I think that's what they're for. Like, I think the silicone brushes are for sculpting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it won't stick to the putty.
I know. I've seen silicone brushes that have shapes cut into them, and then you dip them in paint, and then you can like move them over like a canvas or whatever, and it makes weird shapes. I've seen that. But
that makes sense. But a canvas has some like nice grit to it to help the paint lay. I feel like a model, it would just kind of squeegee away the paint.
This is correct. Yeah, it's for real fine artists.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like remember in the scenic painting class where there was that wood grain tool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kino Kanona's Warhammer's too commercial now. We need to go back to the days of half Eldar Ultramarines and Inquisitor Obi-Wan Sherlock Clouseau. Talkman, also, will you one day try scratch bashing? What is scratch bashing?
Like scratch building? Maybe.
I don't think I've ever scratch built something. One time, the biggest kit bash I guess I ever did was I made an orc knob. I made 2 orc knobs into orc mega knobs by covering them in a ridiculous amount of plastic card, and it took days, and I'll never do it again because they looked worse, and it took an unbelievable amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an adult now, so I can just buy things.
Whoa! Imagine that. I mean, you scratch built a bunch of terrain.
That's true.
That was all scratch.
Yeah.
That was all built.
That's all terrain.
Yeah. A juice. Oh yeah, isn't there a mod for Dawn of War 1 that added all the 40k races? Unification mod, I think.
I don't know.
Well, I know for was it Soul Storm, Soul whatever for Dawn of War 1
Soul
has like
Bright,
almost
Soul Blight, Grey Blight.
exactly. Has almost all of them. Has all the ones that matter.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think, and I understand why they do this on Steam, but I think so they have like 5 million different types of Dawn of War 1.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was buying it, I was kind of pissed because I'm like, which one is the one that I want? And because not all of them have all of the races in it, or a lot of races in it. And so I bought one of the expansions, and they word it in a weird way where you don't know if you need the other older versions to play the expansion, but you don't. There's like one line that says that you can just buy the expansion as a standalone and it works. It's a weird thing. But yeah, because you can play Space Marines Chaos, Space Marines Eldar, Orcs Imperial Guard, Tau, Necrons, Dark Elder, and Sister of Battle.
Yeah, it looks like Scratch Bashing is just scratch building. Is Scratch Bashing a YouTube channel?
That sounds true.
Oh yeah, it's a YouTube channel. Oh, they were one of the channels that did a pod racer.
Oh.
Yeah, I've watched some of these. They really got me with their scratch building the Razor Crest. But they don't, because spoiler alert, the Razor Crest blew up, and so they didn't scratch build it because it blowed up.
Ah.
They got me good. Because I'm like, that sounds awesome. Oh, I get it. It's a funny joke.
Mm-hmm. Then you left a dislike. A Jew's finally got the wife to paint a model. She did her first Dryad of 11. But now she decided to swap to Night Haunts instead of Sylvanets.
Love a good night haunt.
Yep, I mean, she's right.
Nightly haunters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say that's a good change. Treeple. That's what I call him.
Mm-hmm.
Treeple.
Conman99. Jay, do you browse the TG 40kg? Sometimes things you say sound just like those guys.
No. Here we go. Here's a real question. Akino Canonius, did Jay sign an NDA?
No, but I wish. I'd sign that sucker so fast. I'm a little confused. So is this... I haven't watched any of the 19 videos out on this from several different channels, but is it a new NDA, or is it the NDA that's existed for a while? Because apparently there's like things where like you're not allowed to badmouth Games Workshop, but a lot of people get free product and a lot of people badmouth Games Workshop. False Cult Rick. Night Haunts and Steampunk Dwarves just may convince me to dive into Age of Sigmar. Oh, I know. I'm going to be picking me up some Steampunk Dwarves. Some Caradron Overlords.
Mm-hmm.
Hajus, I got an Orruk clan army, still painting them. I'm focusing on my 40k army now. Ah, neat. King of Canonas, the NDA is leaked and may or may not be real, and honestly looks pretty boilerplate.
Imagine that. People are making stuff up where it's just whatever.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we might not get offered because, of some video titles, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I bet we never get to work with Games Workshop. That's my bet.
But you know what? That's perfectly fine.
It is fine.
Yeah,
it's funny, though, because I feel like we get called shills a lot.
Oh, my God. Hilarious. Every day. But that's really the people who watch the videos.
Yes.
Monitor. Hey Jay, did you BBQ the NDA at the EOW using SMART goals and asking yourself WIIFM?
Classic.
King of Canonas, I saw someone say miscast confirmed it was real, but I didn't see miscast's confirmation. Ah, so people say miscast confirmed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the tricky thing is since this is just toys and games, we don't have real news sources. So like Gamza says something and 3 people hear that, and then somebody reads a YouTube comment left by somebody who watched a Gamza video, and then all of a sudden everything is craziness.
Man. This is true.
And then all of a sudden there's a boycott.
Yeah. That no
one is doing.
Yeah. And it ended really quickly.
Why would it end? Like, don't you end a boycott when you get what you want?
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Alex YT. Also, I watched the Christmas episode, and it absolutely got me ready for the holiday season.
Nice.
I know. I saw a bunch of people. That video actually had an uptick, but a bunch of people commented on it, which is fun. They're like, I didn't even see this video, and I've been subscribed to you. Yeah, for like a long time.
Lazy Bum, how is the NDA much different from most other NDAs? That's a good question. I wonder, is there somebody who's like, I work with companies where I sign NDAs because, of product sharing and stuff? Because, like, I wouldn't know how to analyze an NDA. I'd, like, read it once and then, like, show it to my dad and then be like, I guess I'll sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Talkman. Try to make a Ramil model from Evangelion 3-inch movement.
There you go.
Kino Kinonis, 3 years not to share a company secret unless it is common knowledge is not weird.
Also, Kino Kinono says, Jimmy John's has a non-compete clause where you can't work in the food service for 5 years after you leave.
That's insane! Don't sign that!
I think you have to. I would assume you have to if you want to work.
That's shocking.
It is shocking. And also, how do they know?
Also, what's proprietary at Jimmy John's? Like, is this like maybe for like
sandwich technology?
Yeah, I wonder, is this an NDA signed by like one of their actual chefs who comes up with menu items? Because I bet like a fry cook is not signing a 5-year NDA.
They don't even have fry cooks there.
That's true. It's just a toaster oven.
Yeah, but it's the buttons. It's the order of the buttons. It's proprietary oven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I love that.
Talk, man. What kind of videos are you planning right now? Painting videos. where I paint things.
Damn. But if you really want to know, those are up on our... We release our production schedule up on Patreon every week. On Sunday.
Conman99, but most NDAs don't tie you in for 3 years. Also stuff about not promoting other companies' products and not doing things that damage sales. That is pretty vague. I wonder if the not talking about other stuff is like, don't talk about War Games exclusive versions of 40k models.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also wonder though. I mean, you're almost in a perfect spot if you do sign it though, because if you break it by saying Games Workshop's a bunch of poopy heads, and then they sue you, I feel like you are in a prime spot to become hobby famous.
That's true. You might get 50 or 60,000 views on that video.
Yeah, I wonder if the NDA is new. I also wonder, because the NDA, is this NDA just for anyone who wants product? Because I know a lot of channels in Europe and stuff get product and they crap all over it and they have 2,000 subscribers.
That's true.
So I wonder, are they being shipped legal documents or are they just getting shipped a box?
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
Daniel Arola, love your videos. Thank you. TK Your Prince, remember folks, show some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
These are all facts.
Lazy Bum, it doesn't seem particularly weird. It seems like people are desperate to be offended by Games Workshop. Yes, that is pretty much it. I mean, if you listen to people who love Games Workshop, you'd think Games Workshop is the devil. But again, like if you go to a Games Workshop or you hang out with your friends, I bet everyone's just having a grand old time, and not particularly worried that that Warhammer Plus exists, or I don't know what are some of the things the Games Workshop supposedly did.
I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't pay attention.
They've done too many things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've done so many things it all blurs together. You can't even think of one.
Exactly.
Monetier, I signed an NDA back in the day when I glazed ham so I wouldn't share the spice recipe. We called it Santa's Undies to keep it a secret. Ooh. Man, Slayer Lord, they don't pay enough for the NDA. Well, I mean, you're going to have to sign an NDA to work there. It's not a matter of pay scale. I know one of the guys who from Mini Wargaming used to work for Games Workshop. I think as like a store manager, and he signed an NDA, and he talked about how he had an NDA, but he also said like none of the information would be anything anyone would be interested in. It's all just like what products get shipped from what warehouse and just numbers. And he said I forget how long he said it was in place for, but it wasn't that long either. King of Canada's, I don't think Goober is desperate to hate Games Workshop. I think he's a scientist who doesn't know how to read legal documents. Did he make a video? Because I know it's been a hot minute since he made a video. We are not going to be doing a video on the NDA because we don't know what we're talking about and what would be the point. Other than to get easy views.
Yeah.
But that's not really our thing.
Oh, I did
get hard views.
Mm-hmm. He did post on Instagram some stuff. He was doing some games or something somewhere, and then he also explained his that board that he made.
Neat.
And he said that he used wood stain on the
I
the
knew it.
sticks.
I knew it. Yeah, I like a good goob.
Goobage.
Little goobage. I liked his fishing video. I thought it was funny. There's an awesome moment where he accidentally loses one of his Space Marine lures, and he starts dying of laughter, but he's also in a tiny canoe, and so he can't rock the boat, and so he laughs like a madman while not moving a muscle. and it's awesome.
That's
Because
awesome.
he has to keep his balance, otherwise he goes over.
Mm.
King Canadas, Twitter is really weird, and it's literally scientifically bad for your health. I have never been on Twitter.
This is true.
I also don't know how.
Although we have an Eons Battle Twitter, if you want to go follow us, we do have.
Download the app right now.
Exactly. We don't really post to it very much because I don't really like it either.
Mm-hmm. TK Streeter Prince, I signed a lot of NDAs. The one for Wargaming World of Tanks was a nasty one. The one I had with the Sage of Rhizome stopped me working as an admin for another company for 5 years. Holy moly. New AFK. New AFK Gaming. Painting my Space Marines while watching you stream. Cheers from Malaysia. Ah, neat. Lazy Bum. I'll sign the EOB NDA. Send it my way. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a non-compete clause, so you can't compete. You can't make your own Eons of Battle videos for 2 years.
There you go.
For 2 weeks, you can't. You can't name any future children Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to eat crunchy cookies, no soft cookies. TK Streeter Prince. Remember, folks, show us some love and support and hit that thumbs down. We love them. If you're new to the channel, join the Motley Crew and hit that subscribe. We also have a Patreon and Discord channel.
Yep.
Comment and can I name my dog Jay? Yes.
Exactly.
TK Streeter Prince. Let's try to get 150 thumbs down. Is that in the cards?
We need 20 more.
Ah, that's possible.
Possible.
Everybody turn off the Chumbawamba, pause the video game, put down Space Marine, and dislike this video.
Conman99, and is gingerbread house making allowed?
Yeah, I'll allow.
Only if it's a bunker though.
Yeah.
I am excited for Space Marine cookies this year.
Yeah. You had me till the cookies. Oh no.
Oh no. What?
Lazy Bum. I would dislike the video, but I'm reading manga. Well, pause.
Yeah,
Pause your reading from right to left, or left to right, and then
Yeah.
I mean, what's more important, your manga or this stream? I think we all know the answer.
Yeah. It's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Would 150 be the most?
It's gotta be. I know we've cracked 100 like a couple times, but I don't think we've done 150.
I don't think we've done 150 dislikes. I'll go through them a little bit. Oh, we're at 399 streams. That's kind of fun.
Nice.
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Sarah Wikers, I just got up way too early, but now I can watch the live stream for the first time actually live. It makes my morning much better right now. Neat.
Wow. Sick. Do you watch them after they're recorded?
I know, yeah. Some legends do that.
Some
I
people
can't
do
imagine
it.
that. Yeah.
It's wild. It's fun. I mean, but some people just maybe they like us. I guess maybe for us it's hard to believe.
Yeah.
It is one of those things. It's kind of fun, like being on camera, because when you're on camera, you're like, oh, everyone hates me. I hate myself. I don't know what's going on. Where am I? Like all these crazy thoughts, and you think you said everything wrong and nothing makes any sense, and then you watch it back and you're like, oh, it was like a normal thing.
Yeah. Getting back to the YouTube drama, I think that the YouTube drama definitely wears on me a little bit, because I think I have very thin skin. But I do think that the vast majority of people are just having a good old time playing whatever games they like. And they're not too bothered by whatever the latest thing that everyone's upset by is.
Yeah, probably.
And Goober said something very, very smart in one of my favorite videos of his social justice and wargaming video, which is brilliant. He talked about thinking about your content and the things going into your ear holes. He explained it better than I am. The sounds going into your ear holes, and are they like bringing you happiness and enjoyment, or are they kind of like making you annoyed and angry? Because I'm definitely, I definitely can get myself worked up by watching the wrong videos. And all of a sudden I'll be like, I feel bad.
Yeah.
You know, so then I need to watch some sick meme compilations, then I'm right back up.
Yeah, there you go.
Tiki City Prince, just 7 away. We're nearly there. We can do it, troopers.
Yep. Everyone just like it. Antonio, I'm sorry. Why are there no chaplains? Is this some sort of clickbait?
I spent the first 2 hours of the stream painting chaplains with oils, and then I finished with the oils, and they have to dry before I can put on more layers of acrylic paints. Green and Blue Productions. Hey, you're back. I mean, most of my live stream views come after it's recorded. Ah, neat. I wonder, yeah, I don't know, is that true for us?
I don't know. I haven't checked.
I've never really... The live streams are definitely not a big moneymaker for us. We don't spend that much time on these.
What? I mean, we do spend a lot of time doing them.
We do, yeah, we spend a lot of time doing them.
But yeah, it is yeah. I don't even... Right before the live stream, we're like, I have nothing. I don't know what's going to happen. And then it's always fine, though.
Yeah. Little chitting, little chatting.
Little chitting, little chatting. BMO, do you guys look at your analytics for where people watch from? Any surprising countries? Well, I just pulled up our analytics. So it does this thing now. I haven't seen this before. Oh, interesting. Cool. So it does this thing now where it shows you the I think 15 other channels that that people also watch. Guess what the top 5 is?
Emil, or Squidmar.
Okay.
Goob, Midwinter,
Okay.
Scott, Miniac.
Yeah, one more.
I bet it's like a Luton or something, like something that's not related, like adjacent.
All right. Number 1 is Auspex Tactics.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Auspex.
Then Midwinter Minis.
Of course.
Then Commissar Gamza. Not even a joke. And then Miniac.
Love Miniac.
And then Major Kill.
Love Major Kill. Nice.
And that's the top 5.
I do think like we are a little bit more obnoxious than like an Emil or a Guy.
Yeah,
so I totally see. I
sense.
totally see Major Kill makes sense. I do see how Gamza makes sense, but
Emil is on our top 15 though.
Nice.
Valrak is on it. Warhammer, just the Warhammer channel. Kyrios is on there.
Love Kyrios.
Ninjon.
Love Ninjon. Ninjon's the best.
Plan Tabletop.
Love playing tabletop.
Geek Gaming Scenics. eBay Miniature Rescues.
Love eBay Miniature Rescues. Love Geek Gaming Scenic.
Yep. And yeah, Zerp.
Zarp. He's from Australia,
yeah.
I think.
I
think that's true. Maybe I'm wrong.
We chatted with him just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we've chatted with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Except Scott and Ninjon.
It's a little bit of a small world.
It is
the
a small
40k,
world.
the Warhammer Patreon or Warhammer YouTube.
All right, but for the real question. All right. Okay, so obviously United States is number 1, and just in general, and also in our YouTube analytics. And then we have I'm wearing an American flag right now. It's kind of wild. And then United Kingdom, which also makes sense. Then Germany, then Australia, then Canada.
I knew we were big in Germany, which is interesting.
We are. Yeah, well, big. It's 6% of our views.
But it's higher than other countries.
Yes. And then like
Like
Australia's
I would have imagined like Mexico or something, but
Here, let's see where Mexico is. Mexico is at 0.6%, which is pretty fun. Yeah. 32% of our reviews come from the United States. 20% of our reviews come from United Kingdom. So, 50% come from those two countries.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretty much every other country is listed underneath that at like 0.1%, 0.2%.
Conman99, Eric's Hobby Workshop is my favorites. Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva, Ninjon quickly became one of my favorites. I love me some Ninjon. That John is a silly fella.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Wickers, Germany here.
Yeah.
Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. Am I the only Brazilian? Maybe.
Here, let's see. All right. So
look out your window and see if you can see any other Brazilians.
I get it. Okay, Brazil is 0.4. So in the last like 28
2.
In the last 28 days, that is 2,238 views. With an average watch duration of 6 minutes and 43 seconds. So you need to watch more of the videos all the way through. Because our average watch duration from the United States is almost 8 minutes. It's kind of interesting that the countries towards the top of the list have a higher watch duration than the ones lower in the list.
Yeah.
Except for some of them. Japan, 7. Interesting. But there's no... Oh, Iceland is almost 8 minutes, too. And there's only 0.1, which is 322 people.
I mean, that's all of Iceland.
Yeah, we have a big presence there. Let's see. Most people are 25 to 34, which makes sense. 1.4 of our viewers are 13 to 17. And that same percentage is 65 and older.
We like an older crowd here.
Yeah, and it says that we make $5 million a day, which is pretty insane.
Oh, no. It's gone down.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty fun. The analytics are always interesting.
It is.
The male versus female ratio. Male 97.3. Female is 2.7.
At least it's in the real digits.
That's true.
Not fractions.
This is true. Apparently, our male audience watches 2 seconds more of the videos than our female audience does. So, ladies, what's going on? Yeah, very interesting, though.
Conman99, Jay, can I have a quick tips on highlighting bright yellow? Probably white. You highlight bright yellow with white. Or you make you make some parts of the yellow darker, and that'll make the bright yellow feel brighter. You can darken it up with maybe a brown or an orange. Lazy Bum, I was going to ignore the Kill Team Octeris box, but it's still available in various places, so I'm kind of tempted. I mean, I would say look at the Octeris and then look at Chalneth and see which one tickles you more if you are feeling like getting into Kill Team.
Speaking of Kill Team, we need one more dislike to get to that 150.
Yeah, nice.
So
this will be our biggest stream yet.
I believe so. It's a little annoying. They kind of hide it on YouTube, the dislikes. So I guess people don't hate themselves. But that doesn't. It makes a lot of sense for everyone but us.
Honestly, I feel like dislikes are fine. Comments are what really destroys your self-esteem.
There you go.
But they can't hide the comments. People adore comments and commenting. I love commenting.
Although, I mean, if we really wanted to, and we wanted everything to probably be worse off, we could just disable all the comments.
We could. Honestly, I think that would be better for all humanity. if there's no comment sections, but
There's no comment section, but there's live stream chat,
yeah, there you go.
so people can talk to you live.
Oh
That's
God,
what it should be.
my computer's
So
just
people can
shouting
say-
at me.
Yeah, yeah, and it reads it to you.
Clickbait, shill, bad at videos, ugly.
Yeah, but those are pretty rare. Those are rarer than you would think.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, they're like every other day.
Conman99. The Orc Terrain was a blessed addition. I was hoping every box would add some sorely lacking Xenos terrain into 40k. Oh well.
You know, that is a good point.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned in I don't know if you mentioned it in a video that's coming up, but Eldar terrain
Yeah.
you've mentioned before.
There's like one piece of Eldar terrain that exists. The Webway Gate.
Yeah, if there was more Eldar terrain, that'd be pretty cool. More Tau terrain.
And then there would be nice, cool new Eldar terrain, but no new Eldar models.
Yeah, I think that'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Sarah Wegger's gotta leave now. Volunteering at the election. Wish me luck. Nice.
Yeah.
Make sure you stuff the ballot box.
Yeah, vote for me.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
Green and Blue Productions. That would be savage on Games Workshop's part. Yeah.
Yeah, their minds would be melted because they'd be happy that they got something, but they'd be upset that it wasn't new models.
Yeah. It wasn't what they needed.
Yep.
It was the release. It was the release they. It was not the release they deserved, but it was the one they needed.
Exactly.
Good old The Dark Knight. Remember when The Dark Knight was crazy, insanely good, and like Batman Begins and Batman Dark Knight Part 2 kind of were just good, but like they weren't like the unbelievable amazeballs thing that that Dark Knight was. Also, just in terms of naming your movie, but Batman Begins, The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises? Like, why wouldn't you come up with a third cool name? Like, were they scared that people would forget about the movie that came out, like, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to know it's The Dark Knight unless we call it literally The Dark Knight. Comment 99. You don't know the pain. It's demoralizing putting my Warlock from 1993 next to a beautiful Space Marine Blade Guard veteran. Oh, I bet. Or next to a schmexy new Poxwalker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got 2 minutes to put the finishing touch on this Poxwalker, which I think I can definitely do.
So when do you think we're going to see these on the tabletop?
I don't know. I mean, it's a legal list.
Damn.
But I want to beat Sean with my Space Marines, and then I also want to field my Repentia. Although the Repentia I can't, they're not painted yet, and I have to wait for some things to arrive from some places.
Holy cats!
So the Repentia are probably not going to see the tabletop for a while unless I just decide screw it and play with unpainted models.
Yeah, wouldn't you feel like such a loser if you did that? Jeez, imagine like I don't know, I'm just gonna make something up where you have like one orc commander that doesn't even have a weapon on it because you haven't green stuffed it all together yet because you decided that you're gonna do something a little bit different and it's kind of difficult. Yeah, that'd be weird. DK
Prince, 155, new all-time record. Big thanks to you all. We could not do it without you. Literally, it would be impossible.
It really would be. There we go. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. That's 155 is the the record.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of record, it is exactly 12 o'clock.
Yeah. And as soon as I finish putting the second coat of black on this base rim, I am going to hit that end stream button.
Yep. Well, there you have it. Well, make sure you guys go watch all the videos. I'm sure you all have, but do it anyways.
Yeah, watch them again.
And watch
They're
them
still
again.
good.
That's true. And we'll have more videos out this next week. A lot of exciting stuff. We also have just exciting stuff in the works that nobody gets to know about. You'll have an idea, though, if you're on the Patreon. And we have a Patreon exclusive episode up now, and we're going to be doing one exclusive Patreon episode every single week on Saturdays.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Boop, 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 boop.